It started, guys. It has started. Good morning. Welcome to your midweek edition of Wake Up Call. Going into Craft Chat and Crate very, very shortly. Let me tell you, this is going to be not only a phenomenal show, a phenomenal day, that is for sure. My name's Craig Laird. It's an absolute pleasure to have your company. Usually I'm on the demonstration side, but here today I am, well, doing the presenting side. And do you know what? I had a blast yesterday. But it's gonna be, as well as Ollie Murs would say, troublemaker. That's for two of them. We've got Queen herself, Debbie Fisher. She's here with me all throughout the show, and he's here, Paper Dienamics, Keith. And if you were like thinking, where is the censor button? Wait until you see what we've got coming up from Keith when it comes all about the foodies, isn't it?
All about the foodies.
Morning, guys.
Good morning, Craig.
This is so
Can I just
fun.
say, I am not the troublemaker. Keith is today. He's caused a storm this morning. And it's going to be a lot of laughs, isn't it?
We're going to have a lot of fun, Debbie, yes, for sure. And all about the food. We all like our food.
We
well,
do.
Some of us do, anyway. But the food is amazing. And it's so funny.
Absolutely. We're going to be going through them, but, you know, big up to you, Keith, and the team, because these are... And do you know, so we need a laugh at the moment. We're talking about that, and this is exactly what it does. It gives you a laugh. Everyone's going to love doing making cards with them, sending them.
They certainly are, Craig,
So, yeah,
for sure. It is funny, and there is something in there for everybody, I think, Debbie.
There's
really.
something for everyone.
You know, I mean, if you like ice cream, we're the place to be.
Yes.
If you like your eggs...
Can I just say, Keith, if you like the ice cream, you're never going to eat it again.
Yeah. It's maybe a card you're not going to send to your grandparents, put it that way. Anyway, on that note, let's dive straight in. We've got so many of you in already going in with the social. We've got Rachel. Rachel's with us, giving us a helping hand on social all throughout the next 3 hours. Rhiannon is already in saying hi, Craig, Debbie and Keith from Ballarat, Australia. Hope you're all well. I think this morning's show is going to be fun of laughs. It's going to be for sure. June Woodhouse is saying good morning. Linda Ryan is saying good morning. Craig, Debbie and Keith. We've got Anna from Seattle, Washington. And we've also got Busy Lizzie saying good morning, Craig, Debbie, Keith and all of the team. So good morning to you. Get your comments in. Any questions that you've got for Keith you want to ask, maybe for Debbie or even for myself. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. There is the details along the bottom for you. So whether it's Facebook, of course, or across on our YouTube, that's the place to go. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, as I always do. Let's do this. Right, maybe you want to get some cardstock. Get some cardstock. This is the perfect card for stamping, colour and inking. This is your essentials, and this is our current. Get it? Got it? Good. Righty, oh, this is our Crafters Companion Nina watercolour and stamping card. So if you love your alcohol colouring, this is going to be perfect for you. If you love your watercolouring, this is going to be perfect for you. But if you love to do your inking, if you love to do your card blanks, your construction, this is also going to be perfect for you. All of that $26.99, $39.99, platinum price $21.59 or $31.99. That's giving you all of that cardstock perfect for all of your colouring and your crafting and even your construction as well that we love to use here on the team. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu is the place.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
We're in our blues.
You're in the blue, rocking the blues today.
Absolutely,
so,
yeah.
We're not in a blue mood though.
Absolutely not at all, not at all. We're going to have some, well, there's a lot of movement within the show today, where we've got some twirling characters. Don't go there, Debbie. Don't go there. We've got some twirling characters.
We're
going to have fun.
We're going to have a lot of fun, yeah. The twirling characters are amazing. I know we've not got a lot left. We've sort of got them back in stock, and you're going to love them. They're just incredible, aren't they?
They really, really are, the twirling characters. And then what we've also got is the pop-out scenes that we've got actually on the screen right now. For you, we're going to have a little look through these right now. Pop-out scene stamp and die collection, 92 elements in total. Debbie, look at that today's price.
That's crazy.
Crazy. For all of that, all of it, 92 elements, we're going to see it just in a second or two, £19 or $23.50. Absolutely awesome. What you can be creating, lovely individual elements as well that you can be doing and creating cards.
I love these because you can do these on so many different concepts. Anyone that's new and doesn't know what a concept is, we use the term concept as in different types of cards.
Yeah.
So whether you use them as your pop-out in the centre, whether you use them for your decoupage, all of these different designs are going to go really well for those.
They really are, but just quickly to say as well, on that today's price, each one of these individually are £8 or $10.
Wow.
Individually.
That's
and you're
crazy.
getting everything that you're showing for £19 or $23.50.
Yeah, that's insane, isn't it? Insane value. These are going to be great to put away for Christmas.
Of course
They're going to be amazing for craft clubs. You imagine getting all these, every one of your members can have a different one to use.
That's true.
All these different ones. I love this one. So think of new homes.
Yeah.
Think of, in fact, this one would go lovely with one of the new collections we've got coming up later.
Yeah, never thought that actually.
Really beautiful. I love that one. That is me. That is me in my bubble bath, just wishing the day away. Not wishing the day away. That's not, well, might be after today.
Might be. Give it another 10 minutes.
We've got to choose our words very carefully today, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. And because these are all about the pop-out element, this is the sort of thing that you can be creating. So if you are a beginner crafter, you can absolutely be creating this sort of concept. However, as Debbie was saying a moment ago, you can be doing different things. The actual decorative die, what you can do is you can then pop them into the front of your cards, maybe a box, because there's no outer edge. But then have fun. Take some of these little embellishment stamping dies and have them so that they are hanging down from the centre here. Maybe you want to have them twirling, you can do. But then you can then start to colour each of the individual sections in whichever way that you want. Very much a construction form that does fold flat. And when I say folds flat, you're still going to get a few millimetres because you've got that depth, but still something substantial like that to be relatively flat is really, really quite smart. And that's actually something you're going to be demoing later on in Craft Chat and Create, aren't you?
Absolutely. Just showing you how easy they are to work and how easy they are to colour in as well.
Yeah.
Because when you get dies like this, don't forget you can use your alcohol pens to colour them in, which look amazing. What about these?
What about these? I know. I couldn't believe when we got them back in just the other week there. Everything, what Debbie's showing, is you're going to be getting. So you're going to get 4 of your straight tape runners. I say you can't do it.
You hold those.
I'll hold
Craig.
these 4.
You hold those, and I'll hold these 4. Do you know what always shocks me, Craig?
What is that? Because it takes a lot to shock you.
It does take a lot to shock me.
Yeah.
But why do we do these on offer?
I know.
Why? Because they sell out
Yep.
time and time again, yet we still, I love that about Crafter's Companion, that we still bring these to you.
Exactly.
4 of each one having their own uses. The dotty tape pen for me has been the best invention in
You
craft.
love it, don't you?
I absolutely think it's just ingenious, and it really works on all your intricate die cuts. It's just amazing, and it's blue, which I love, because then you can see where your dots have gone on all your little die cuts, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
And then you've got the straight ones, haven't you?
Yeah, now you're getting everything, so what Debbie's showing you and what I'm showing you. I believe it works out that you're getting a free straight and a free dotty, the way that it works out.
Don't have to pay for that one.
Nope, or you don't need to pay for that
Yeah,
one
you can
either.
just have them.
You can have them.
Yeah.
Debbie's giving you one, I'm giving you one. This is for 24 hours, so all of these 8 in total, you're going to be paying £26.94, $38.70. You're saving 25%. You're getting that extra one for free, and still, if you're in Club Inspire, you get your
amazing.
discount on top of that as well.
Amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal. And also to say as well, with ours, the other big branded tape pen that's out there in the market is 10 metres.
Oh.
Ours are 22
I never
metres
knew that.
each. Yeah.
Wow.
So, just so that you know, and ours are unbelievably strong.
Really
so
strong.
keep that in mind. Big market leader when it comes to another tape pen, 10 metres. Ours, which is phenomenal,
I never
22
knew that. It's good
is
to
each.
know.
So it's good to know that, absolutely, yeah. So what you might want to use them with to create what we're about to do right now.
Yes.
And this is our twirling. So now you get what I meant by it's a lot of movement within today's show, from our pop-out to now our twirling characters. So that's what you can see that you could be making. With these ones being the twirling character stamp and die selection, this is 28 dies, 63 stamps. Now, today's price is going to be £16.77 or $20.89. Platinum, for what we're away to show you, £13.42.
That's crazy.
Or $16.71. Erin, are you sure this isn't meant to be like a cartload item for tomorrow? Well, yeah, but yeah. So you're getting everything we're away to show you right now. So this is what we're going to be getting and how they're going to be looking. So you've got, for instance, this one, you've got that cute little butterfly, and what I love, because they're twirling, you've got the front and the back of the butterfly as well. So that's a lot of fun. Little sentiments and embellishments. This is the aperture for the butterfly that you're going to be using. But what you could be doing is mixing and matching. So you're going to get the little doggy, look at that as well. So the front and the back of the dog in the dog house, which, you know, that'll be Keith later on, definitely. And then we've got our elephant. Let's not go down Elephant Gate. We know what happened when I last demonstrated these ones with the balloon. We've then got our unicorn as well. And then, Debbie, could you just pass me these? Because we've also got, these are also included. We just don't have the boards for them. That's okay.
Very
Thank you. There you go. We've got our little pussycat. We've got our little pussycat, and we've also got our little birdie, and we've also got our bumblebee, which would work perfect with our Beautiful collection. So we've got all of that, everything that I've showed you there, £16.77, $20.89. That's for everyone. But if you are in Club Inspire, it comes down to £13.42 or $16.71. Anything that myself and Debbie and Keith are going to be showing you, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. Go to shop the show, but do have a little peruse while you're there, because we've got some good things on the show.
There's some amazing bargains. These are insane prices. So if we just open this up, I've done this already. So this is my little trick with these. Turn them multiple times, so then when you open them, look at that, you get that beautiful twirling character. So whatever you put these into, let's move these to the side, when you then pop them open, you've got that twirling character. I love that you can do these on different designs, different concepts, having that twirly character inside, different types of cards that you can do them on, whether it's your aperture cards or whether you just want to do them on an easel card and have that sort of movable twirling motion, which just looks so effective. I love these because I think they're going to be great for the kids. You've got Easter holidays coming up, really nice amount of colouring that you've got on here, especially with all the sort of little birds and the bees. The elephant is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, get these because they're going to be amazing for colouring in, and you're going to absolutely love them. But I have the responsibility, and apologies ahead, turning you over to Keith and Craig over there. What you got for us, guys?
Well, I was about to say...
Craig. Yeah, Craig, what have we got for you?
What have we got? What have we got for you? Right, here we go. This is from Keith, Paper Dienamics. This is your 240 piece. This is the Foodie collection. Now, you're going to be getting toppers. You're going to be getting decoupage. And you're going to be getting inserts and more. So Keith, let's go through it. I think, I tell you what, you choose. What will we go through first?
We'll start with the toppers, shall we?
Let's go with the toppers.
Craig, yeah, for sure. Listen, this collection is all about coordination. Everything works with everything else. So again, the whole bundle is all about having that lots of fun. So look, there you go. Have a totally awesome. You're totally awesome.
Totally
that's
awesome.
all you need to say.
That's all you need to say, isn't it?
Now you get 2 sheets in every one, Craig. There are 24 different designs. Look at that one there. Beautiful, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Have an excellent day. I mean, these are the tame ones. We're going to get a little bit more risky.
We are, aren't we?
If you're easily offended, you know, then please don't blame me. They'll blame the current Mrs. Smith. I think really. We'll blame her though. There we go. Not to be corny, but. You're serially wonderful.
Oh, yes. That milk and cereal together.
I love that one. I'll butter you up any day.
You know, these are so fun to be given to your friends. Or you were actually saying earlier on as well, Keith, you know, it's nice to send this sort of card. Not for any specific reason, you know, maybe you just want to make them smile, make them laugh, just send them to them. These are going to be brilliant.
I've got a good plan with this as well, Craig.
Right.
I've got a really good plan. Look, let's be besties forever. I mean, the words say it all, don't they, really? But listen, if you've got a secret admiration for somebody at work, you could make one of these and send it to them, but don't sign it. that then gets that gets everything going, doesn't it? Really?
It does.
Because if you don't know who sent you a card like this, so don't just wait for a birthday
No,
or for a
not at all.
celebration. These are the sort of things that's going to make a lot of humour around the home, maybe to your friends and family. Of course, you can make and sell with these, Craig, as well. We're really
Brilliant.
happy for you to do that. They're just great fun, aren't
But
we?
look at that one. We go together like strawberries and squirty cream, which they really, really do.
No, I think in your accent there, Craig, I think that's brilliant.
Brilliant,
Absolutely
there you
brilliant.
go. I don't do voiceovers, but I'm happy to do some for you, Keith, absolutely. But then look at these ones as well. You're the cookie to my cream. And as Keith was saying, we're getting there to some of the more saucy ones. You're the syrup to my waffles. But as you can see within these ones here, Keith, you've got that incredible quality cardstock that, you're always, always known for.
Well, we've not scrimped on that one,
No.
Craig, for sure. These are 300 GSM, so they've got a great rigidity in them. You can play around with them, you can cut them. And again, look, there's space around them to use your circle dies, to use your dies in there. Let's get glazy together. Who doesn't like the donuts?
Who doesn't?
The first thing that greets you when you go to the supermarkets is the donuts. There you go. You make me so corny.
Now you can tell which road we're going down here. Let's go in. We've gone in. Who was that, Erin?
This one's really good. This is one of my favourite ones. This
Brilliant.
one, yeah. I love this one, Craig. I mean, yeah. I hear you like bacon. Want a strip?
Oh my gosh, can you hear Debbie?
Oh, come on. It's about having that again, look, let's get saucy. Why don't we? Let's get saucy together.
Absolutely. The big grin on the face there. This is my favourite. This is my favourite.
Go on then, Craig. Do it.
I like it when you lick me all over. Someone that loves their ice cream, loves the sorbet,
strawberries, yep.
absolutely. Ice lolly would be really, really
I like
nice.
it when you lick me all over.
Yeah. There we go.
Don't worry. Be happy.
There you go. Great for Father's Day and
Great
that
for
coming
Father's
up.
Day,
Yeah,
yeah.
send that one for Father's Day. That would be a good one. But then we're going to go into...
Sending you a latte, love.
Yeah.
Little bit of a Spanishy feel there, do you think, maybe?
Maybe. And then, your coffee cups, coffee on the go. It's so on trend as well at the moment.
Absolutely,
So it's incorporating that bit of fun as well when it comes to these ones. Then we're going to go into my love for you is deep fried.
Now, with all the fast food chains around,
Exactly.
Craig, that's very apt, isn't it, really? How many of us go to the fast food thing? And this one's great. I love this one.
It really is.
I think you're great. I think you're great, Craig.
And I think you're great as well. I think
thank
you're
you.
great as well, Keith. Look at where we're going into this one. Let's toast your special day.
See, wedding.
Anniversary. Really good.
There you go. It's, all the occasions.
Yes, and that's not a wedding card that you're going to see.
Absolutely.
Until you've made it. Just quickly as well, just to say this full collection on the website is currently saying out of stock. It's definitely not out of stock. The team are working on it right now. I believe any second now it will be active on the website. So don't worry, don't panic. It's not completely gone. I think it will go. Definitely today, because you guys are loving it in the comments, but it hasn't sold out. Some of you are actually also buying them individually. Maybe you're going to get the bundle as well, and you think, wow, these, because this is 6x6, isn't it, Keith?
Yes. Yep.
So extra
lovely
ones.
little size.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's go in. Let's have a look at these final ones. You age better. Yeah,
You age better than wine and cheese, Craig. That's quite an apt one, really.
Really nice one.
I could send that one to the wife, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, really nice
definitely
one.
Do that where they go. And again, if you've missed somebody's a special day, sorry, it's latte.
Yeah, and they might be a little bit grumpy that you've missed it.
Yes.
So this is then going
That's
to
a good
make
way
them
to get
smile.
them to smile, isn't it?
Exactly,
For
which
sure.
you want. Which you want. Then we're going to go. Is that it? Yes? This is the last. Right. If I'm going to say it, if you don't have any sense of humour, just maybe just turn us off for just a second or two.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't like hot dogs?
I know.
Yeah, I mean, hot dogs, they're a favourite. All over the States, all over
Everywhere.
Europe. Got the hot dog booths. Are you looking at my wiener?
I know. Now, can you
Craig?
imagine a decoupaged wiener?
You could decoupage the wiener. We're going to talk about that in a minute or two because, crafting's all about decoupaging your wiener, for sure.
Can you hear Debbie? Debbie's going, Tracy's going. Telling you, there you go. That's what we mean.
This collection, Craig, is about bringing a bit of humour into your life.
Absolutely,
A bit
it
of
is
fun,
key.
a little bit of humour. I mean, you've not seen anything like this, ever, and it is brilliant to bring a smile to your friends, your family, your workmates. Everybody's going to love this collection. You need to have it. We've made it, it's manufactured here in our factory down there in West Yorkshire, and it's brilliant. Now, this is the sister product, Craig, to go with that. So these elements are designed for you to either make extra cards, or you can decoupage and 3D up onto all of those toppers. So you've got those extra layers, those extra elements in there, and you've got an assortment of different sentiments, so you can personalise them to your brother, to your mother, to your father, to your husband. You can personalise everything in there.
Really is so good. And I love how you've got your outline bleed line for you to then fussy cut.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we've got the outline bleed line. So if you're not an expert with your scissors, which I'm not, they are so easy to cut out. You don't need to worry about making a mistake.
No.
Because once it's laid over with that bleed line, you can't tell whether it's a rough cut or a straight cut. But one thing's for sure, when you get the three-dimensional element, I've got some samples to show in a moment or two of what our team have done with them, and what indeed I've done with them. They are really good fun, and it's all about bringing humour. We need a smile. We've had a rough 2 years.
We have.
And, the place has got some troubles going on at the moment. This is about bringing a bit of light humour into the... I think this is almost like bringing back the old postcards that used to get at the seaside.
You're right. You're right.
A bit of humour there, Craig, for sure.
But even as well, Keith, if you want to do things such as, remember that you'll remember being your ATC cards. Your little artist trading cards. I know that's starting to make a little bit of a comeback. Why not make a fun one, small, but with your little decoupage?
See, a little character here has come from here. So
What's he looking at?
You never thought a croissant would be looking at a wiener, would you? Really? But there you go. We could get a little bit French there, couldn't we?
We could. Ooh la la, we could indeed, for sure. Googly eyes and that on it.
Get the googly eyes. That's brilliant, isn't it?
It really is. But making cards solely just from these ones, absolutely perfectly.
That's the one. You've got your bread bun, you've got your sausage. Together makes a perfect wiener.
Your mustard, yep.
Your mustard strip there as well, yeah, brilliant. I mean, again, really, really good fun to be able to cut these out and have a little bit of fun. And you'll have a laugh whilst making them as well. You imagine taking this to the craft club.
Can you imagine that?
Well, I mean, we've seen Debbie's reaction and Tracy's reactions there, and the team here around the studios. I mean, everybody's just been laughing, haven't they, really?
Yeah.
So already this morning, I feel like my job is done.
Exactly,
And when you laugh, it releases some of those chemicals
100%.
in you that makes you feel a little bit better about yourself.
100%. Could not agree with you more. But they're going to complement the pad we showed you a moment ago, or as I said a moment ago, you can then be using these completely on their own as well. Have fun with them. That's exactly what it's all about. It's what crafting's all about. But this Foodie collection, where in total you're getting 240 elements. We'll go through the rest of them just in a moment. But so easy to cut out. Now, I know obviously I referenced the outline to cut, Keith, but as a shape itself, because I love my fussy cutting, but I mean, look at that one there, one a strip.
Yeah, and you can see obviously the elements on the three-dimensional elements there, Craig, just by adding those elements on there as well. Just makes it a little bit tactile.
It does, yeah.
Very three-dimensional as well, so really, really good and so easy to do as well, Craig.
Yeah, and it's good you said that as well, being tactile, and that, because many people, that have sight issues or that, they still love a handmade card, but having that bit of texture, textile to it, whether it's little gems or something, but having that dimension in that as well, it's just nice to be able to have that, have fun, as we keep saying, and it's what we're going to keep saying, throughout the show and throughout the day, have fun. But lots of things you can be doing with them. Keith's been showing you a few things a moment ago, but love you a whole lot there. Little gems or something.
You could just play around with the little sentiments on there. I've seen a number there with hubby and wife and girlfriend, boyfriend. They're all on there for you as well. Ketchup soon. So again, just changing the demographic of that from being saucy to ketchup soon, as you can see on there. So again, lots and lots of fun. We talked about the cafe, and of course the beer and the hob's been for Father's Day. So again, you've got all of those elements to move. So that's 48 sheets there, Craig, in that little bundle there. Now, to go with those and made them slightly bigger, so instantly for your matting and layering. We've got the red striped cards there, Craig. And it's another 48 sheets. Now, these are really loud and they're bright and they're happy and cheerful. Aren't they fantastic? So again, all of the patterns and designs, non-directional, so they're easy patterns to work with, but all of those toppers will mat and layer onto there. And these are slightly bigger in size so that you can instantly apply your topper on without having to worry about any trimming or cutting. Literally goes on, gives you that lovely 5mm border edge all the way around.
That's so good, because you're not having to worry about that. Or, you know, you could have come with this one, Keith, as 7x7, and then you're having to cut it down. Okay, you've got strips left over, but you've got them left over. You don't need to worry about that. Nope. You've thought of that when it comes to the size.
Absolutely.
The mat and layer, done for you. Yeah, absolutely fun. And even if you could only go for one thing within the whole show, the whole day on Crafters TV, this is a good one to have. Your mats and layer. Oh, I've just been told, Erin's just said, that full bundle, the 240-piece bundle where you're getting everything, we're not even finished showing you what you're going to be getting, is live on the website. $62.99, $72.44. And even though it's Keith and Paper Dienamics, you still get your Club Inspire on top of that one, coming down to £50.39 or $57.95. You guys crossing Europe, you just need to go to your website.eu. But as I say, we're not done yet.
We're not done yet, because this is now the 8x8s. So we're getting bigger, Craig. Everything's getting larger, isn't it, really? So you've got the cardstock that will mat and layer on there. So you can see, instantly we've done that pre-crafting for you. Should you to use it in that kind of way. Yeah. Literally, it's bish, bash, bosh, 1, 2, 3, and the job is done. It can be quick and easy cards, or it can be as difficult or as, you know, crafty as you want to be able to make it. But you've another 30 sheets in here, Craig. 6 designs. These have all got the words on as well, which are brilliant. And really good that will coordinate with all of those elements. So again, those words, and again, 300 GSM. So again, you've got the quality in there as well. And the colour palette, I think, is lovely right across the board to be able to work with those. So in there, you've got the lavender, the blue, the mustard yellow. Mustard, did you get that, Craig?
Yeah, I did indeed. I did indeed. But it's good that you said that as well, because this Erin loves that word. She loves that word. But this day and age, you know, we know that the guys like pink and purples like I do, and the girls like your reds and yellows. We know that. But it's nice having all of your colours for the different sexes, genre, ages, you know, throughout the family.
Well, this just complements the whole thing, doesn't it? It really makes it come to life with the Foodie's range again. You've got that little abstract feel there, really, but it's all about the words on that one there. Yeah. You know, brilliant to be able to use, and again, add a little bit of abstractness into your you know, proceedings. Yeah,
little strips or something
little
like
strips,
that as well.
Ribbon strips on there, absolutely brilliant to be able to work with those. And again, you know, you've got those elements there. Aren't they great? So the colours have been put together specifically to work with all of the toppers, and you've 30 sheets there, Craig. Fantastic, isn't it, really, to add into that? But we're still not done.
Still not done yet. Still not done yet. We've got our inserts included as well. Keith, not just any insert, not a lovely top quality white cardstock insert. This is your, well, complements that full collection.
Brilliant, isn't it, really? Now, again, you've got another 36 sheets with these, Craig. Now, the idea with these, of course, you could literally cut that in half and use them as focal points or extra toppers within the collection. If you like to batch make cards, you can either bring these inside of your cards, if you wanted to do so, or you can use them as extra elements to be able to make those wonderful toppers if you want to make lots of different kind of cards, for sure.
And for me, what I would be doing is I'd be cutting it in half. That would be my insert mat and layered in the middle, and now I've got an additional card topper. That could be the front of my card, and that's the insert.
Exactly.
Or as you say, fold it in half if you want to, absolutely, but then you've got that double option as well. Think about selling your cards, as Keith was saying. You know, if you've got something like this, that's really going to enable you to add, you know, maybe another £1, something like that on top, 150 maybe even, and it's such a beautiful, fun collection to be having. Well, I was about to say, to add into your basket, you don't even need to do that. It comes in that full bundle. What's that one we've got here? That's included as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that. All right, how did we miss these ones? I did see them. I thought they were a separate one, but that's good that we're going to get them as well. But let's just show you. There we go. Look at that one. Brilliant.
You've got
Thanks
room
a
in there,
bunch.
Craig, to be able to stamp as well. Don't forget you can, use your stamps. Maybe you've got a favourite sentiment you're saying within your stamping range. It's the quality as well that will go through a home PC printer, so you could actually set your print settings and set it off to print off on there as well. So we try to think of everything within the range to complement with that as well. And then we've got the last little piece of the jigsaw of the Foodie's range. We've got other elements as well on the show, but the Foodie's range, this is brilliant because these are the little mini sentiments. Now, there are 30 sheets in here, but you'll notice straight away that there's 2 on each. So you're going to get effectively 60 little elements there, Craig, which are beautiful to be able to make those wonderful little cards, all those complementary bits to put inside your cards as well.
So your intention with these ones are to cut them in half, and then you've got your 2 toppers.
Cut them in half. I've got a little sample card there, Craig, for you. You'll like that one for sure. Lick me till I scream. Look, they're all on there as well, and you make me melt, of course. So it makes those. If little cards is your thing, then that's the way that you can go with those. And here's another one there. Look, you can see these are just beautiful, aren't they? Really,
They really are. Look at that one.
I love you to my head, to my toes.
So well done. A couple of finished examples to show you there. But then maybe you like to do your DL cards as well, where you can be doing that one with your croissant. What was that? Oh crumbs.
Oh crumbs.
I'm so flaky. I've got a couple of friends I would be sending that one to, that's for sure. But there we go. So they all complement whether you want to do your smaller 5x5 cards, 6x6 cards, 7x7, 8x8. It's all options that you've got covered when it comes to this full collection from Keith and Paper Dienamics. But absolutely fab within these ones, Keith.
It's
love
beautiful,
these.
Craig, isn't it, really?
Really
so
are.
we've got lots of samples. We'll show you those
We do.
in a minute or two. Now, we've also got, Craig, we've got this part here, which I've got some samples on the thing here. Now, this is really, really good because straight away you'll notice that we've got 20 sheets of these beautiful, believe it or not, these are adhesive, Craig.
Oh, wow.
Adhesive. These are already pre-glued for you.
Okay.
You can emboss them, you can put your foil onto them, but they are adhesive sheets, all being colour washed to coordinate with the full collection. All of those colours will work brilliantly together. We'll come back to that in a moment, because as well as that, we're also going to give you 20 of the large size envelopes in the beautiful quality of the large size envelopes, and we're going to give you 20 of the 8-inch by 8-inch cards to go with them as well. So you've got the cards, you've got the envelopes, and you've got these beautiful adhesive sheets. That means that you can colour wash your cards instantly just by applying the colour. And what these do, Craig, is these have got what I call a crack back on them. So all you're going to do is just peel that off, and it'll come off in sections if you want it to do so. You can file it, a little thing, but then it's instantly adhesive, Craig. So you don't need to worry about gluing it down or fixing it down. So you can instantly turn your colour, and you can do lots of different things with it. So for instance, you can use your embossing. Don't know if you can see on the cameras, they see the embossing on there.
That comes
just
across
on there.
well.
You can see you can emboss with it as well. You can use it with your die cuts, so you can die cut to your back edge on there as well. So again, look how it complements with the Foodie's range. Absolutely beautiful. Or you could literally just use it as it is, as a full complete square there. Literally changing your white card into a red card that complements the saucy topper. I think that works really well with the saucy topper, Craig. Again, and then if you wanted to create your little apertures, you've got things like this where you can actually then create the aperture to go inside. So there we've got the cardstock and the topper. There we've used the adhesive as well. So we've created a dimensional card with a little window.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The amount of fun that you can be having when it comes to these ones as well. So everything that Keith just showed you there with the double-sided sheets, with the card blanks and the envelopes as well, 60-piece Foodie card and envelope collection, £17.99, $20.68. That's for everyone, but if you are in Club Inspire, it comes down to £14.39 or $16.54 for the adhesive sheets alone. Would be really, really good.
And there's 20 of them.
As a crafter, 20 of them, fab. But you get the card blanks as well. Everything top quality from Keith, Paper Dienamics, but going right back to basics, card blanks, white cards, envelopes, it's always the best with yourself, isn't it?
And then we've got the kid on the block, really. The accessory dies. These are brilliant, Craig. 31, as you can see, fun-filled element dies. They're going to cut you the sunglasses. If you like Elton John, you've got the Elton John glasses on. Look here, really. You know, you can use the glasses to really accentuate. Now, this will work with the Foodlies. It'll work with all sorts of your projects. Of course, once you've got the dies, you've got the tie on there, you've got the top hats on there, you've got the party hats, you've got the monocle, the moustaches, the beards, all of the things that are quite fashionable at the moment, really. I noticed you've got a beard or two, Craig, as well. There you go. So you can add all of those. And what does it mean for the Foodlies?
What can you do with them?
Well, look, this is. Can you see one on here? Look, can you see our lovely little donut's got his little, got his little glasses on. There's the little donut on there for us, and so that is brilliant in itself. Where have they gone? They've gone over here somewhere.
So they're just fun to have. Think of your collections. Even think of our nature garden collections with the animals that you could be having fun. You've got the topper sheet, die cut sheets. Excuse me, you could be doing that with, having fun with. Brilliant.
Look at the top hat. We'll talk about the metallic in a minute, that's been cut out of. But look, you've got the top hat on there for you as well. Again, look here, we got our little ice cream there with the cream. The little ice cream's got a crown on, and the strawberry's got glasses. Unbelievable. It's just fun, isn't it, really? So you're adding something else to there. What about this one? Adding a little bit of beard to your cheese. And the top hat to go with it as well. And as you mentioned there, a little bit of googly eyes in there, Craig, as well. And you are creating something of the most exquisite fun. And just to show you those inserts, how they will work inside as well, how perfect is that? You can see how the whole collection makes the most amazing range of cards. Yes, they're different. Yes, they're funny. They're going to bring a smile to people. And you're going to enjoy making them, but you're going to enjoy giving them as well.
What it is as well, not only does it all complement, and you know, for crafters, you'll know exactly what I mean when I say what I'm away to say, your colour tones match. So your reds from your red design from your little 6x6 is going to complement the double-sided adhesive sheets or the toppers. Do you know what I mean? It's the same shades and
all
which works well.
Through,
so having fun with these dies on top of them. They're going to go through your Gemini Mini, your Go, any other die cutting machine that you've got. All of that, everything that you're getting with on here. Are we the right way? Yes, we are the right way. £17.99 or $20.68, $14.39 or $16.54 for you guys stateside. You're going to be using them, yes, for the Foodie collection, but all of your different crafting at home. Lots of fun, lots of creativeness, and wait until you see these ones.
This is great. This is brilliant, Craig. Shall I say, when I'm shopping around, you know, like some people go shopping for food and things, I shop around for materials, and I stumbled across this. This is from the packaging industry. In fact, it's actually makes something like a high-end perfume bottle or a high-end drinks bottle.
Yes.
You know, but I said, this is great for the craft. My good lady wife, the current Mrs. Smith, she said to me, Keith, what are we going to do with that? What are you going to do with that? I said, Karen, people are going to have so much fun with that. You can see straight away the high sheen on there. You could literally emboss all of those. But look, if I just show you this one to start with, that one first. Look at this beautiful bullseye down on here.
That is as if someone's gone with an actual gem, stuck it on top, but it's flat.
And stuck it on top, and it's completely flat. Now, I'm going to be putting this through the paces during the day, so join me through the day. Because the idea with these, of course, is not only do you use them, obviously, as a flat sheet, but more importantly, look at the diamonds and the jewels that you could use your small circle cutters, shape cutters, that top hat that we just showed you there a moment ago, where you could use those, you know, those dies that we've just shown you. They will work perfectly with this. And look at these. I mean, these literally is like a diamond on a page, but it is completely flat. It's not embossed.
Not at all.
How beautiful will that be if you use that on your die cuts? Now, don't forget, you've then got the carrier sheet where you can use it for all sorts of things for your matting and layering pieces as well. So every square inch and centimetre of this board, Craig, is usable. You've got 24 sheets in there as well.
Total of
roughly
these ones.
Half and half with the two different styles that are included there.
Absolutely. And then, as you were saying a moment ago, but getting creative in that, come along with even your pastel tones or your Spectrum Noir pens or tribal ends, and then you're going to get your different colours when it comes to these ones as well. You can go darker, of course, but I think the pastel tones would work really, really well. It's like a gem anyway, but you know, you're going to have different colours. Everything Keith just showed you there, £5.99 or $6.88, giving you a really, really good discount there. Already, even before you started talking about it, 10% has gone of this one already. So we know it's going to be a popular one. But even then, it does come down further if you're platinum. Under £5 for that is incredible. £4.79 or $5.50. You just need to head across to our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. I'm away to go and have a quick look at the comments. We're going to see you again in about an hour's time, where we're going to do some demonstrations.
I'll look forward to it.
And while I do that, Debbie, what have you got for us today?
Oh, I've got another new thing today. I'm so excited about this. We had a little tiny sneaky peek yesterday in the show. I love Nitwits. Anyone that's not heard of them, they are a company that we have now combined with to bring you the most amazing range. Now, Nitwits, for me, I've always known them to do the most amazing paper pads. So paper pads like this, if I just flick through some of these, they are double-sided, they are 12 by 12, they look absolutely incredible. The colours in here are so fresh, so spring-like. You're going to absolutely love this. And this is just one of the elements. So this is what Nitwits were really sort of known for, is their paper pads. We have collaborated with them and took them to a whole new level. So not only do you get these beautiful papers, we've now got these sort of topper sheets as well. So if I bring this one in, look at this. So sheets of pop-out toppers, and it's all based on that home feel. So you can see we've got strips and borders in there. We've got keys and tags and sentiments. Lots of different things that you can add on to accentuate your papers. So really beautiful designs. But not only that, we've then got block colours. Look at the colours on these.
Beautiful,
I mean,
aren't they?
yeah, so lovely. That's going to complement all your range. And then what we've done on this collection is put foam in here. So our flower forming foam, you know, guys, that we do the best flower forming foam. It just makes the most gorgeous flowers. If I show you these ones, we've got the dies now that go with them to create those beautiful flowers. So all those foliage, all your flowers in there, all the different designs, which I love on here. So you've got 3 different types of flowers you can make. On top of that, your accessory pack as well. Buttons, ribbon, the lace is incredible, and you get tons of it as well. And then we've not stopped there. We've got dies. I mean, these dies, Craig, are lovely.
They are.
They're just so beautiful. What I love about this one, this is like your build a house. Look at this design here. That house has been made from that die. So being able to do all your extra pieces on your rooftops, and then to create your fence panels as well. I love this one because you've actually got an opening gate as well. So lots of different designs that you can do with them. So if I bring that one in, I mean, how beautiful is that?
Beautiful.
Combining your papers, your toppers from your pad, the house in the background here, the gate, really gorgeous designs. If you just want to craft straight from that paper pad and those toppers, you absolutely can. Beautiful roses that you can create. We've got the most amazing sort of pop-out cards that our design team have done. So think of all those different concepts that you can do. I think we sort of think with paper pads that it's easy crafting, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
At your fingertips, where you can just pull some bits out and you can create with. But what I love about the Nitwits collection is we've added so much more into it. What with the dies, the foam flowers, the topper pads, the embellishments. I mean, having those buttons and ribbons and lace.
Yeah,
honestly, this is going to be amazing. Launching today, Craig?
They are indeed, yeah. And then this is where just picking up on what you said. You know, the 2 best worlds come together, where you've got Nitwit in there. Incredible.
All your craft.
Yes, yeah, there we go. There we go. A little bit preview of something you're right to see in a moment. So when it comes to Nitwit, it's what they do best in their digital designs, and then it's collaborating with us. We're then coming along with our incredible team here, bringing in the embellishments as well as the dies. All of that's absolutely phenomenal. Coming up in launch day today with Michelle.
With Michelle. She's so excited. I got back to the house last night and she was busy still prepping for it. I said, haven't you got enough prep? She said, Debbie, I've got loads. I'll just keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. But if you want to get your hands on everything that Debbie was just showing you there, £77.99 or $95.95. What I love about our Club Inspire, as I said it with Keith a moment ago, whether it is brand new launches, whether it's having Keith, whether it's Cartload, whether it's a craft vault, you will always get your Club Inspire on top of that, no matter what. £62.39, $70.76 for you guys stateside. Just quickly, before we go into what you're about to see, the comments coming in from Keith in his Foodie collection. Absolutely brilliant. Denise Mills on YouTube. Debbie sounds like she was rolling on the floor. She pretty much was. just
was
about.
crying.
You
I
were
was.
crying, weren't you? And on YouTube, it's so funny to hear Debbie laugh. June is saying laughter is the best medicine.
Absolutely
It really
agree.
is, you know, and it's what, as Keith says, we need it at the moment.
do need it,
We've had a
yeah.
tough couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, it's a difficult time as well at the moment, and we just want
Absolutely.
something to laugh at and have fun.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
all of you at home has the same sense of humour as we do here. That's why we knew that
Worse.
you would love
They're
it.
worse out there.
But we did think we'll give you a little preview on our
Just to give you a bit
Facebook,
of
just to give you a
warning.
bit of warning. And then Bethan for now saying, good morning, Craig, Debbie and Keith. Love this collection. I can tell there's going to be lots of laughs and giggles with this one
Absolutely.
today.
And you'll have those same laughs and giggles when
You
you've
will.
got it home and you start creating with it. Because every time you showed a different card, it made me smile, made me giggle. Some of them made me laugh out loud.
Yeah,
so,
they do, and that's
yeah.
gonna happen.
And you know that person that you can send it to and get away with it as well. So we've always got those people that we
do.
know that we can push the boundaries
Just
a
that little bit further. Yeah, you're going to be doing that for sure. Right, now that that full bundle from Keith is now live across on our website, I want you to get your chance to go and check it out, but also check out what we've got coming up right now, and that is one of our Crafters Companion quick buys.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
There we go. So if you are relatively new to us, maybe you've joined us from seeing Keith or seeing Dawn or seeing the Dreamies, and that is all about our Club Inspire. Definitely, in my opinion anyway, and I know Debbie would say the same, it is the best club to be in for sure. And what you can take advantage with or for when it comes to Club Inspire is coming up in Creative Cravens later on in today, and this is all about a really cool, fun jigsaw dies. I'm actually waiting to say, can you imagine popping some of these images from Keith onto the mountboard, creating your jigsaws? There you go, a lot of fun. So if you've not already got them, what I would say is, you know, have a look across on the website, going to give you the details right now, worthwhile considering. Because I do say as well, here in the UK, when you are over, it's £30, isn't it? We've got an option for ClearPay. Is it ClearPay? Oh, there's so many of them. So £30 or more, it is it ClearPay? Is it OpenPay? ClearPay. Just getting that one right. So many pays nowadays, but it is here in the UK anyway, so that's something you could take advantage to as well. But let's have a look at these ones here. This is our Gemini, this is our multimedia 10x8 jigsaw dies, and the mount board as well. If you're wanting a smaller option, we'll go over that one just in a moment or two. But this one here, this is a 48-piece jigsaw. Oh, what one are we doing? 20-piece mount board. I was right the first time. 48-piece jigsaw, and you're going to get your 20 sheets of mount board. So what you've got here is your huge jigsaw. So you're going to be using your mount board in conjunction with this one here, but it is a fun, but it is a usable jigsaw die. So you can be creating cards, creating projects, but then you can actually be creating little gifts where they then create the jigsaw themselves. So it could be photos of the grandkids, it could be photos of the animals, it could be some of the foodies that Keith has brought to you. That is then including the mountboard as well. That's what's going to work best to create the jigsaws. So everything I just showed you there, £29.99 or $39.49. Platinum comes down to £23.99 or $31.59. But the things that you can create with these, Debbie, they're fun, they're hilarious, but then they're gorgeous, they're cute as well. It's just about having jigsaws.
Do you know what, Craig? If you was to go on the internet and search and buy a personalised jigsaw, so you upload your photo, they make it into a jigsaw for you, you could be paying £30 plus for that present. You could buy this today for £30 and literally do loads of different presents for it, and it won't cost you a penny more. It's amazing that you can put all your photographs like this one either into a card like this, which just makes it look really different, or place it into a box. You can put it onto a card, so creating totally different looks about it. But yes, if you wanted to make yourself a jigsaw, personalised jigsaw as a gift in a box, this is the sort of thing you could be doing your own stamped effect, putting them in little gift packets in there.
Wow.
I mean, that looks so professional, doesn't it?
It really does.
It looks like you've gone to the shops and you've actually bought something like that.
A boutique kind of gift, isn't it?
Absolutely. And although this is, we've stamped this and coloured it in, which is really personalised, think of all your photographs that you've got, Christmas gifts that you can get, Christmas cards that you can make of your family. But I have to say, I love that idea of doing those funny ones so people don't actually know what it is and they put the puzzle together. I mean, it's just going to make them roar, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. Well, this is fun, this is bright. What's it going to come to? And then,
when you said that, I was actually thinking, I wonder if there's a place that like sell hot dogs and you could give like a food voucher and then have the puzzle,
Debbie,
do that as a
brilliant.
puzzle.
Yeah.
And then you've got the reference to your wiener hot dog.
You
in
could
there.
do, yeah. Because then what you could do is, well, create one with a jigsaw,
Yeah.
you know, go on your laptop, go into Microsoft Word, that sort of stuff, type something out, print it, attach it to the mountboard, create the jigsaw for that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
they're wondering, they create the jigsaw with the wiener, and then you've got the jigsaw with explaining what the gift is.
Yeah,
so,
I love that. I do love these puzzle dies. I just think they're going to go a long way in whatever you've got, and they're just brilliant to have. And also, they are mixed media. Craig did mention that. Get some magnetic sheets. You can make magnets, and then the kids can do them on the fridge.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, so, yeah,
really, really good.
Love a little gift.
Really good. And they will go through the Gemini as well, obviously the larger one because it's 10 by 8, but you can use it with the A4 Gemini. Maybe you've only got a smaller machine, maybe you just want to make smaller ones. We have got our smaller one. This one here being the 5 by 7. We've got, sorry, and can you say that again? Because I can't, I thought you said that 50% on something that we don't necessarily have to put a discount on because it is something that is going to be fun, usable, and something that you're going to be buying time and time again, but we've still done it. But this is your 5 by 7 jigsaw die. You're also going to get your 20 sheets of mountboard as well. You don't need anything special colour-wise. Your white mountboard is what you're going to need. That's what you're going to get. This is then going to enable you to create your jigsaws. It's going to create a 24-piece jigsaw within this one here. £18.99, $24.95. Platinum comes down to £15.19 or $19.96. Debbie, with that price, I could say you could make and sell 2 and you've made your money, if not more.
Absolutely. Crazy price today, and you will be doing this time and time again. Anyone that you know has got a die cutting machine, buy one of these as a gift because it is an amazing die. Look at the beautiful cards that you can make. I absolutely love this one. So think of the different types of things. We did a similar one to this yesterday in the craft along, a triangular card, but creating something really different. I got that upside down, haven't I? Creating something really different with those puzzle pieces just gives a completely different sort of abstract look to it. Creating shaker cards. I love this idea. I've not seen this before. Leaving a blank piece
this morning.
and then have that shaker element in it. It just gives that hidden factor. And again, one more just to show if you're using your own stamps, that looks incredible. Colour them in, put them on different levels, put your foam pads on some of them and put the others in the background. They're just amazing dies to have.
that are, and the key thing is, because you've got the mount board, you can do and attach anything to it. So as Debbie was saying, your own stamped, your own colours, your own backgrounds, and then die cut that one. So it really is a good one as well. And it's been lovely to see what you've been making over the weeks and months with your jigsaws, because you can be very, very personal when it comes to them as well. Now, we've had 50% saving. Do you want a 60%?
What?
Nah. Do you want a 65%?
That's crazy.
Nah. Do you want
What?
a 70%?
No.
70% saving.
Oh, I mean,
you
yes.
don't want that. You don't want that. Well, you can all have 70%. She's not getting them.
I mean,
She's
no,
not
that
getting
can't
them.
be correct. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yes, but yeah, 70% saving here. This is the Connie Fong Angel Inspirational Stamp and Die Collection. 76 elements in total. Then what you've got there within the full mount of them, what it does, I'm going to go straight to the price first of all, £23.38 or $26.91. Everyone's going to be paying that price. Platinum comes down to £18.70 or $21.53. The reason I wanted to say the price first is it actually works out that you're paying for two. Less than two. Paying for less than two, and you're going to get everything that I'm away to show you right now. And that is the Angel Messenger that we've got here. Keeping in mind, you do get the dies to easily cut them out if you so wish. You don't have to, but they're there for you. The gorgeous little girl there with the little, could be a dove, it could be, you know, many different, I'm not good with my birds. With the wings, I mean. Oh, no, Craig, just shut up. You've got, then just, got the what do you call that? What's the flower thing that you pick and you blow?
Posy? What?
You know the flower thing. You know when you blow it. You know the
Oh,
flower.
they're
the
dandelion clocks. Yes, dandelion.
clocks.
They're called dandelion clocks, which is a dandelion that has dried up and it's the seeds and you blow them.
Right.
There's that horrible one where people do it and then they...
Or the breathe in.
They breathe, yeah, and what do they do? And then it goes in their mouth. It's horrible.
Yeah, you're not going to get anything horrible when it comes to these ones, not at all. You can start to colour them in. These one, or this one being the Angel Whispers, your classics, tri-blend, your aqua pen, sparkle pens, all these you can be colouring if you want to. Then we're going to be giving you as well the Angel Wishes here. All of these predominantly are all themed around little girls here. We will show you one that would work really well for the boys too, but she's got her little angel wings there. This one being Angel Prayers. If you did want this to be a lovely little girl without the wings, you know, you can then die cut with the die, but then just fussy cut the wings out, and you've got a lovely little girl there. Super, super simple to then cut away the halo as well at the top. Then we're going to go straight into this one quite quickly. Twinkling Angel here, so she's there again with her little wings on. What is it? It's just actually actually it's a cloud full of stars it's just holding there. Think of your glossy highlights, these little accent bits into the middle. And then within this one here, what we've got is the Friendship Angel. Work absolutely perfectly for the little boys that you know within your life, within the family, but easily could be a little girl that's got her short hair. You can then colour to theme them. Maybe you've got a son, your daughter that loves certain colours. That could, of course, then be matched, but really easy to then do your little bit of fussy cutting, take away the wings. That is how you can stamp and then die cut them. But then what you can do is create beautiful things such as what Debbie's got.
Absolutely. I have some astonishing cards here that are so beautifully coloured. For this price, these are the sort of images that you want to practice your colouring on. The colouring parts in these are really nice, easy parts to colour in, and you can really practice your skin tones, your hair tones, but just for everyday cards. I love angel cards. I think sometimes we think them for only one reason, but actually there's lots of things we can send these for, and especially things like sending your sort of angel blessings on christenings, that sort of thing. So we call our little girls our angels, don't we? And Craig's right, snip off the wings and create those little girls, or create fairy wings, or use it as that one looks to me like a little fairy girl.
It does.
So just like that happy birthday. Such beautiful stamps and an absolutely ridiculous price. You were right, Craig, at the beginning of the show. This should be a cartload. today. We have now 4 items that we've shown that are absolutely rock bottom prices that I've never seen before. So grab them while you can.
Absolutely. The other thing that's good to do with these ones as well, you know, if you want to colour them with your colour mediums, you can. Stamp them onto pattern paper and then fussy cut the pattern paper out. So then their dresses, you know, will be the design of the pattern paper. So you could be doing that as well. £23.38, $26.91. Platinum comes down to £18.70. $21.56. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. If you go there, shop the show, but have a little peruse as well. Just to say as well, Panda Crafts, absolutely, when it comes to the jigsaw die, you do get the right mount board for each jigsaw, so it's going to fill it up, so no problem at all. That was such a quick hour.
It was a very quick hour.
Absolutely flew in. We've still got another 2 hours to go. We're going to go into Craft Chat and Create between myself and Debbie and myself and Keith as well. So don't go far. Quickly go and put the kettle on. We're going to get ourselves, well, we're sorted already. We'll just give you a little break and we'll be back just in a moment. Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for coming back. Hopefully you've come back from watching us on Wake Up Call, because let me tell you, you have missed some fun and games on Wake Up Call within that last hour. But don't worry, we're going to be having lots more over the next couple of hours, and we're going to be having lots more as well, because we have the legend himself in the building. Keith is here from Paper Dienamics. How you doing, Keith?
Craig, I'm doing great. Legend or legend, I'm not quite sure which is the right wording for that really, but it's fabulous to be here at
it's so
Crafters
good to be
TV.
here with
I
you.
love coming to the studios, meeting all you guys and the whole team here. Do a fabulous job, and it's wonderful to be here today.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's really good for me as well, because usually I'm on the demonstrating side as well, so it's nice to be doing a little bit presenting, and pretty much gone full circle. In the fact, you know, yesterday we had Don Bibby on, where I'd started my very first design team position in the craft industry, was with yourself.
It was,
So it's been lovely, like kind of over 24 hours. You know, my crafting career's kind of circled round as well. But let's have a look and see what you've brought with us today.
Yeah, your journey's not complete until you've seen the Foodlies, Craig.
So
this is what you aspired to achieve, the presentation of the Foodlies range back in all of those years when we first got together, really, for sure. What are the Foodlies? Well, the Foodlies are these amazing characters. I've literally, Craig, just put together 24 cards, and you can do this twice over with all of these little characters, literally by just taking one of the topper elements and literally sticking it on there. If that's how you want to craft, then you can do them as easy as that. We've got a lot of samples we're going to show you during the hours where we can show you exactly what it is. But this is all about food, Craig, in a different caption kind of way, and it's all about being able to say to your friends and to your family, you know, that's the one of the day. Really. There we go. We'll skip over that one for a moment too. But there's something in here for everybody, you know, because even my 17-year-old son loves his donuts.
Yes,
absolutely.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, if we get donuts into our house, you can guarantee that my eldest son will, you know, make them devour them straight away. Disappear. Whereas my younger one, he's right into his cereals as well. But there you go. These are about maybe sending not only a card to a family member or a friend, but I think there's a secret thing here. You imagine if you've got the hots for somebody in your office, you could secretly send a card like this.
Yeah.
You know, you could secretly send a card like this, Craig. They would have no idea who it had come from. And that gets you thinking, doesn't it?
It does, of course it does. Imagine that, just rocking up to your desk and finding something like that there sitting there.
I met Mr. Smith at work, you know.
Did you?
I did, yes. Yeah, we got together over a telephone call.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
there you go. You see, I was a smooth operator.
Smooth. Oh, I fell for that one, didn't I? Hook, line and sinker. That could be on your next collection.
That could be on the next collection for sure, yeah. There's something in here for everybody, as you can see. They are really, really good fun. We're going to put them through their paces.
Yes,
we're going to cut them out. We're going to die cut them. We're going to do a little bit of this and that with them. So I hope we can join us a little bit later on.
Let's do that, absolutely. That's going to be a lot of fun for sure. Comments have already gone wild within Wake Up Call, just saying how much you love them as well. That's not only just yourself, it is, you know, just someone I just love with all my heart, and that's why I was so excited to be here on creating wrong show there, wrong channel, wasn't it? Craft Chat and Crate. Debbie, save me, what have you got?
Quick, come this way. It's all right, Craig, I love you too. Yeah, we're going to be doing some of these great pop-outs. I absolutely adore these. Being able to just create them, cut them into your front of the card, but use them in that inside pop-out, which is going to look lovely. We're going to be creating this one in the next hour. So just a beautifully decorated front, and then using that gorgeous insert for our lovely just springtime, which is going to be amazing. We've also then got these beautiful, I mean, I absolutely love these. Now they're twirling characters, but this one just stamped on the front, so you don't have to use them as the twirling characters, but if you do, they are going to create the most amazing little twirly characters inside all your cards, whatever you decide to do them with. They're just going to look absolutely great. You get the front and the back. We are going to be demoing in the next hour this beautiful card. So if I open it up, we've got those twirly little bee, or that top one I didn't twirl round. We've got those twirling sort of dancing bees, happy bees. It's a happy shows today, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing our Be Happy. So Craig, what you got for us over there?
We're going to be having a look at the pop-out scene, a little bit more detail so you can see what you're getting for your money. Very quickly as well, please get your comments in as well throughout the show as well. If you've already seen in Wake Up Call what Keith has brought to us today, I want to know what's your favourite one, what's the funny one? Who you're going to send it to as well. That would be good to know. Get your comments in when it comes to the social, just along the bottom there, and then we'll read a few out as well. So many coming in, but we'll go over what we've got coming up within Craft Chat and Create, and then we'll have a look at your comments. Now within this one here, what we're going to be doing is saving 70% within this one here. This is the pop-out scene stamp and die collection. So within these ones here, now just trying to remember off the top of my head, each of these ones individually are £8 or $10, but you're getting them all for £19 or $23.50. So we're going to be having a look at these demo-wise in a lot more detail shortly with Debbie, but you've got all of these ones that you can be creating that pop-out scene. So whether you are sending a cute one, whether you're sending a fun one, whether you're going to be sending one for a wedding or moving home, it's all about that pop-out scene. Bring in your circle nest and dies, and then that could then be a separate element, but you've got your individual stamps in that as well as the sentiments and the little embellishments. Lots that you can be doing within these ones here. So that's everything that you're going to be getting, and platinum price comes down to £15.20 or $18.80. If you've not seen them before and you want to know, someone's just temper there, someone say, just try to get the bits out. And you think I make a mess by tapping the die on the side. I think it's her. I think it's her. Anyway, yeah, if you've not seen them before and you're like, I want to know how they're actually made and created, Debbie, you're away to show us right now, aren't you?
I certainly am. I love these dies. I like anything that's a little bit more fun, a little bit movement in them, and anything that can create a different sort of concept. I especially like that you can open up a card and it's got more inside. So it's lovely having that outside, lovely having it all decorated, but then to open it up and have it, whether it greets you with a verse or one of these pop-out dies, dies, which is absolutely ideal. So the first thing we're going to do, I've got myself a piece of card, and I'll give you the measurements. I've done it 6 inches by 6 inches. I've come in at a 1/2 inch and then 3 inches, turn it round and 1/2 inch again. Now I haven't scored right down the centre because we're going to put our die onto there. Now I'm using our Secret Garden. I thought this was a really nice one for spring. It's got that little fence on it, it's got the birds sitting on there, and then you've got all the embellishment dies as well. So your little flowers, your birds, your butterfly, so lots of different ones. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to place this into the middle, and I'm going to use my line of my fence at the bottom here, which is my halfway mark, and then the line up the top here, which is going to give me that really nice fold each side. So we're just going to place that onto here and put some low-tack tape down. So just take that into place, and that's all we're going to do, and we're running that through the Gemini. Now you can use these in your, I'm pretty sure, maybe not. I was thinking you might get them in your Gemini Mini, but you'll definitely get them in your Gemini, get them through your Gemini Midi and your Gemini Junior.
Yeah.
I've got my large Gemini, and I've just got my Gemini Junior plates, and we're just going to run that through. Now obviously, because we have a Gemini, cuts first time every single time, but actually dies have come a long way since years ago, and they just cut beautifully. And
You're
so,
right
I mean,
on
look
that
at that,
one.
and it literally just fell out as I took it off. So it takes that out, it's cut all that gorgeous detail into there for us. Give the die a little tap to just throw it about to clear it.
But can you imagine that, Debbie, that on a matte layer of colour cardstock on the top of a card or a box? You can do that as well. You can really be quite creative when it comes to these ones.
Oh, absolutely. And what's nice about dies like this, the more you use them, the more you become sort of, your ideas flow. So you just want to do more and more as the time goes around. Right, now what I want to do with these is colour them in, because now you could use your ink pads, which would be nice and quick, but also I like to use my alcohol pens. And a little tip here as well, I don't know if you do the same, Craig, but when you're colouring white card, place a dark colour behind it, because what this does is because if you colour, which a lot of us do, onto white card, you don't see the white bits that you've missed. If you colour onto a dark piece, you can see all your whites. So when you colour them
God, Debbie.
and I've not learnt that till not long ago, and I got myself a dark colour. I thought, why have I never done that before? Because you just then can see all the white pieces.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
It is so true.
So all I'm going to do is follow that line in the centre, and then I'm going to colour my pieces. Now I could colour all of them. You see what I mean? I've coloured that, and there's no white left on there. And then I'm sort of going to dip in and out. I'm using my plum colours. So I've got my PL2 and PL3. And we're literally just going to sort of alternate these colours. I'm not going to do it all because I do have a finished one, but just want to show you how you can just get that beautiful effect just by going round all of your colours. And then with your fences, don't be afraid to colour your die cuts and use 2 different colours. So I'm going to use my BT3 and my BT5. So I want the tips of here, because that's where I'm thinking our light is shining.
Debbie.
So we're just going to put our lighter colour onto the top.
Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just wanting to say we've got our illustrators back.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
36 pieces. Actually, if you've seen our social media yesterday, you'll have seen a lovely little picture with the main man himself, Brent, holding them. This is the full 36 pen set that we've got here. Now, today's price being $73.99, or for you guys stateside, $111.99. Really, really good sort of flows that you could use, such as, you know, your skin, your hair, your foliage, that sort of stuff. But what is it that you love about them?
The main thing is the brush nib.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything like them. And I say it time and time again, these are the pens I want to put into people's hands. I want them to use them.
Right, okay.
Because you will see such a difference when you're colouring with them. They have the most amazing flow, the most amazing brush nib. If you are an illustrator, the small bullet nib is absolutely incredible. So you can get so much done with those. I unfortunately can't draw,
No,
Craig. I would
okay,
love
I
to
can't.
draw, but I think if you are an illustrator, Illustrator. They are amazing. The reason we do these, because I've been asked a lot of questions about the Illustrator and why we would sell these over our Spectrum Noir markers, so our classics. And it's because we bought these out for the market, like for universities, for college, because they are the ultimate pen. These are our top range. And then we then had people asking us, well, why can't us crafters use them? And actually we forget that crafters themselves want to use good quality pens. And this is your next step up. But the main thing is that nib, that Japanese brush nib is the sort of absolute, it probably costs more for the nib than the whole pen itself.
Yeah, you're right, probably, yeah.
So yeah, it's a really beautiful nib. And when you start to colour with it, these colours just blend effortlessly in together.
Yeah.
Now once you've coloured that in, let's bring my little birdie one. So we've coloured our bird on there, we've put our flowers in a different direction, so you've got all of these pieces here. So nice and easy. Now the other thing you've got in here is you've got your die set and you've got your stamp set. So when you've got those, I've got some here, and we're just going to bring these in to colour in as well. So just bring in those, and we've got a few little flowers. And you've got the dies to cut them out as well. I've just got my little leaves to go around. And let's pop those, there we go. So let's just bring in some more of our pens, and I'm just going to use some of our pinks and then just colour them in.
Debbie,
and
I don't want to interrupt your demonstration,
absolutely
although
fine.
I am, apologies. I just want to say, if you're watching what Debbie's doing, think, right, I need to get that cardstock. Unfortunately, this week, already on Wednesday, our current Got It Good has gone. It is sold out. I know, well, I did see, I remember Johnny said yesterday, some of you were actually buying multiples because it was such a good deal.
I bought
Unfortunately,
some.
it has sold out. What was that, sorry?
I bought some.
Yeah.
I ordered mine. I could not be without any of them. I think that's the best one we've had yet.
I would 100% agree with you. Actually, myself and George, who's in the gallery, we were in at the weekend and we were talking about it, and I said to him then, I think this is our best one. And it's white cardstock.
Yep.
Do you know, white cardstock, but you know, I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm just teasing you then. But unfortunately, if you are looking for that current Got It Good, it has sold out for this week. Sorry, Debbie.
Yeah, no, not at all. I think it's always good. Yeah, when we showed it earlier, I thought I bought some yesterday because it's just amazing to use. And what it does as well, Craig, is it gives everybody a taste of what our cardstock is and what the need for it is.
Absolutely.
You know, watercolour card has its own use, and Nina, and then obviously to have our stamping cardstock is just incredible. Right, so we've got our butterfly there we've coloured in, and then, it's just a flower and our little leaves. I've only got blues, I haven't grabbed myself a green, so we're just going to have some little blue leaves. So I'm sure it won't matter.
Is that fine nib that you're using on that side?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So this is brilliant for putting in detail.
Yeah.
Now, if I wasn't cutting that butterfly out as well, just to add some dots around to create movement of the butterfly.
That's a really
so
good
even
idea.
your nib there is a really good nib to have. And it's the smallest nib we do in the pen. So
Right.
we do the bullet nib in the classiques, but that's the smallest one that we do in that one. And then we've got our little dies. So let's bring our dies in. So pop out our butterfly, and we've got that. Did I do? Oh, we don't need. We only need to cut out our butterfly. And I'm just going to bring in our MIDI.
And that's the thing, because these ones can then go through the mini and as well as the Go, that's small. So nice combination of die cut machines.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you see the magazine yesterday, Craig?
I did.
Did you look at on the back cover?
No.
It's got just the best picture, and it says "Meet the Family." And on the back, it's got all of our Geminis. And I just thought, what a lovely spread. It just looks really nice. And it literally says,
I'm going to have to look at that.
Family. And it's got all the Geminis. And I felt really proud. I was like, I'm really proud of all them babies.
Yeah, they're all ours.
Right, so let's put our card together. So I've got some beautiful papers. These were out of one of the Year of Craft. I believe it was the Celebrations, I want to say. Yeah, well, it's one of the 8x8 card packs that come with the Year of Crafts, just in case you wondering where the pretty papers are from.
Remember, anything like that, when you're across on our website, yes, of course, shop the show for what Debbie's actually using and what we're talking about. Have a little peruse on there and see what else you might want to pop into your basket, because there's loads of stuff. Not just us, we've got lots of stuff across on our website, and you will get your Club Inspire too.
And don't forget your cheeky little Keith toppers today. They are so much fun, I think. I can't wait to see people's makes with them.
That's what I can't wait for as well.
Yeah, they're going to be lovely. I meant to ask Keith, perhaps you could ask him in the next hour, like who does the cards, the samples, because they're amazing.
Yeah, we will ask Keith that when he comes up shortly. However, he is in the studio, so you can hear me saying that. So we will certainly ask him, that's for sure.
I just knew he wasn't Mike, so I didn't like to ask direct. So I thought if I say that then I won't forget, because
But at
the
least
samples are amazing,
with me
aren't they?
saying that, I won't forget either, because then I know Keith will remind me, so there you go.
Right, so once we've got that in there, I've then got my middle piece. Now what I have done is I got one of my nesting dies. It's the deckled edge nesting die, circle one, and I found one that fitted around this piece. So I've cut it out of my inside card, put it that way, just so that it fits round, and I've cut it out so it just worked really perfect. So we're going to pop that into place. And it's about just decorating around the edges enough to just draw your eye into the centre. I do love things where you connect straight away with what the image is and where it is, and being able to use. Sometimes we can use too fussy paper, and it takes away from that centre part. So we're just going to place that over the top.
If you're thinking, oh gosh, yeah, I need to stock up on my tape pens, I'm going to go over them just in a moment or two while you're seeing Debbie's using them. So if you've just joined us, we've got a really good deal with these ones.
And then what I want to do, Craig, because I want to put it inside my card, I want to make sure that I'm doing this where it will open up again. So we need to fold it. Oh, there we go. I need to fold it so it's right near the edge. So pop it down, let me fold it, and then we're going to pop that right to the edge there. So once you've done that, you'll know that that's then inside your card, and then we're going to gently lift that up. Oh, I've just not even held on to it there. I held on to the middle section. Just going to pop that in.
Debbie, that's a really good tip, because even I don't do that, and I'm thinking now in future when I start to use them, that's an easy way.
You just make sure then that it's lined up beautifully in your card, and then we're just going to pop our tape onto there. I think I'm coming to the end of this tape pen. Hopefully it will last. Yes, we have more, Erin, definitely. Yeah, Craig's going to pinch those ones, yeah. I do love that, though, that we put our offers on with, pass that on to our customers.
Yeah.
Because we don't need to with tape pens.
Well, it's the same, I've said it in the past as well. We'll maybe do a collection whereas you get something free, and it's a tape runner, or it's our pokey tool, or it's our tacky glue. As you were saying, Debbie, these are things we don't have to give away for free.
Not at all.
We don't have to include them, because to be perfectly honest, we sell them on a daily basis on our website. That's not the point with us at Crafters TV. The point is we want to give you the best deal we can. And if that's putting in some freebies that you're going to be using, let's do it.
Absolutely. And it's lovely that we do it on our core items, such as the tape pens, our glues, our papers. So, yeah, even better. And actually, it's quite clever in a way, Craig, because what it does is it just frees us up to then buy our dies and bossy folders, and which obviously costs that little bit more money. Right, so I'm just going to pop my butterfly on the edge here, and then we've got another one which I'm going to put on the other side. So we'll pop that on here, and then I've got just a few flowers to go over the edge. And then all I've done is I've just got myself a little, what's the word, sentiment. So for my fabulous friend, so this should be to you, Craig.
Oh, Debbie. Love you a bit, I really do.
Very dear friend. So we'll pop that on there, pop that onto the front. Oh, I forgot to put my edging around. You're probably seeing this circle up here.
Oh, yeah.
So I've cut that out again, just using my nesting dies to create a frame. So we'll pop that onto the front.
Actually, it's maybe kind of quite good that you forgot that at first. Can we look at that just now without the frame, Debbie?
Yeah, and actually
So,
I'm not going to put it on either, because if I do it, I'm going to have to bend it into
True.
shape. But I've got one already done.
And you'll see the
but actually you can
difference.
see, yeah, so if we pop that one here, just bring that one in. So just done that slightly different.
Ties it
So
in.
it just brings it into that draws the eye in.
Yeah.
And then you've just got your extra sentiment there and on the front as well. So
Yeah, that
just
is
a lovely way to do them.
Absolutely beautiful.
There we go.
Thank you for that one, Debbie. And perfect, perfect. Great advice on that one. If you hear us say to draw your eye in, it's not overly complicated, just a nice little frame, a border frame. Could be a matte layer, could be one of our pens etching around the set. Very, very simple, but that's how you can create that effect. So if you want to get your hands on what Debbie was just showing you there, where you're going to be saving 70% on the full collection. Each individual stamp and die collection would be £8 or $10 on its own, but you're going to get the full lot, £19 here in the UK, $23.50. But if you're platinum, it's going to come down to £15.20 or $18.80. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. What we're going to do right now as well is we're going to show you our morning must-have, and this is where I was alluding to a moment ago, the tape pens. So you've got 8 in total. You've got 4 of your straight edge tape runner. So what this deal works out as, you're getting 8 in total, but it works out you're getting 1 free straight tape runner and 1 free dotty in total. What you are getting is 4 of them. I kind of explained that the wrong way around, didn't I? So you're getting 4 of the straight tape runners, 22 metres in total. Other big branded tape runners out there in the market are 10 metres, ours are 22, and it's an unbelievably strong adhesive. So you're getting 4 of the straight, and you're going to be getting 4 of the dotty, one of Debbie's favourites for your intricate die cuts. You can then go over the back, pop the adhesive straight onto the back. That is where you're getting the 4 of them. And then the best way now to explain it, within those 8, it works out price-wise. You're getting a straight one for free and a dotty straight one for free as well. £26.94 or $38.70. Saving 25% on something that we don't necessarily have to do because it's a core item, but we do it because we love you guys, basically. But platinum comes down to $21.55 or $30.96 for you guys stateside as well. Then a moment ago, what we did is we did touch upon our illustrator. So these are all coming in individual packs where you're getting 4 in an individual pack. 36 pens in total with these ones. These are our illustrator pens. This is where you're going to be paying £73.99 or $111.99. Platinum, though, comes all the way down excuse me, to $59.19 or $89.59 for you guys stateside as well. Debbie just perfectly explained how phenomenal these are and why we would use these, maybe just instead of our classics or in any of your other chosen colouring medium. So it's good to have them back in stock as well, so you'll find them across on our website too. So check them ones out. But I'm not done just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what actually Debbie's away to be demonstrating just in a second on this side. This is our twirling characters here. These are another fun concept, whereas you've got that element where the character's going to be twirling. Not only that, you've got the aperture die that works in conjunction with each stamp and die set, but you can be mixing them up if you want to. So the twirling character stamp and die sets, this is where you're getting 28 dies, 63 stamps in total from what I'm away to show you, £16.77, $20.89 if you are platinum though. For everything I'm away to show you, £13.42 or $16.71. Telling you right now, we've said it earlier on a couple of times, I believe these are a cartload item, but don't you worry about it, you're getting them for that unbelievable price. In that, you're going to be getting the unicorn. So this is where you're going to be creating the actual unicorn, the front and the back, as well as the aperture that you could be using to create the twirling character. We've got the little elephant. Each of these designs, you've got the front and the back, so that when they're twirling around, you can then be seeing them in, well, from the front and the back. You might want to use just the front, just the back, that's up to you. We've got the little doggy with the doghouse aperture die as well. You might want to mix them up with the other ones. You can do that. You've got your sentiments as well that are going to work in conjunction. You've got the lovely butterfly. You might want to colour it in the same way that Debbie coloured the butterfly within the pop-out stamps. You can do that, but you've got that one too. Then you're also going to be getting, I don't have the boards for them, but I've got the packaging for you to see. You're going to get the bumblebee, so front and back stamp, the embellishment stamps as well as the aperture die. Same with the pussycat here, same concept when it comes to the stamping the dies. And then we've got our little birdie as well. Every single one of them have got a different aperture die shape. Have fun, mix and match. Maybe you just want to use the stamps on their own, the dies on their own, you absolutely can do. All of that platinum price, £13.42, $16.71. Another one that I know many of you like to see how they're actually done. Sometimes maybe you think at first, oh, can't quite grasp it. As soon as you see it the first time round, like Debbie's way to do now, then it clicks and you're going to go, we're going to have a lot of fun with them. Don't you, Debbie?
Yeah, absolutely, Craig. So we're going to be using the twirling bee. I do love a bee, and I think they're so on trend. They have been for about the last sort of year and a half.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're just one of those things that make people happy. You put them on things, and actually do so much for the environment. What I love about this set is you are getting a full booklet, step-by-step, picture instructions as well as written instructions of how to actually do them. And also with every single, for that price, which is incredible, every single one you are getting an aperture die. Now these aperture dies can work with any of the other dies in the set. So if you wanted to do the cat with the hexagon, you can do that. It doesn't matter which ones you put them in. But the fact that you are getting one of these shaped dies in every single one, just to have that in all the ranges for $16.77 is incredible. Now what I'm going to do is I've took myself a longer piece of a longer card. I'll give you the measurements for this because I've done it an 8 1/4 by 4 1/2, and then I've scored and folded it in half to create my card blank. Then got some papers, some beautiful papers out of our range here to pop on the front, and I've just inked the edges. So I think the best thing to do for this is to actually, you can either just put them there and have them in place, or stick them down. Because I've got the Gemini, I'm actually going to stick mine into place.
Okay.
I just need to grab another tape pen.
See, while you stick them and cut them, Debbie, can I read out some comments? Because I'm conscious of
yes.
not haven't gone through a lot of them just yet. So let's have a wee look at them. We'll still see what Debbie's doing, but I'll just read some of them out. We've got Rachel Susan on Facebook. She's saying, hi all, Keith Smith has done it again. He absolutely has done. We're going to be having a look at them just in a moment or two. Celia on Facebook, morning everyone. How much fun are these? This was actually referring to Keith's Foodies. They are beautiful for sure. Well, they're a lot of fun. I was saying beautiful because I've just read the next comment, and that's Bethan on Facebook regarding the Nitwit collection. Gorgeous collection, such pretty flowers. Then we've got Stephen Nicol on Facebook is saying, I've ordered the Paper Dynamic because it's so fun. And that's what lots of you have all been saying. We've got Panda Crafts on YouTube is saying, referring to actually the pop-out scene dies, Debbie, is saying, could you snip into them so you can make diorama cards?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you could,
yeah,
couldn't you?
absolutely, yes. I think all of them have got that snip ability. So I think what she's saying is you can snip some off and then keep some on, so you've got that layering effect in a diorama. Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant.
Right, so what I've done here, Craig, just quickly, I've already stamped, so I've got a happy and I've got my bee here, so I've stamped my bee happy to make in the centre, because what I want to do is cut this twice. So I've just marked it out knowing that I can fit both of them in there. So I'm going to place my first one on, I've taped it down with low tack tape, I've stuck my cardstock into place, and then I'm going to pop that through my Gemini.
Right, and I'm conscious of the fact that throughout the show so far, we kept saying the word fun. But this is what really today's show, all of our things are really fun here. But having Keith, having the pop-out, having the twirling character, it is all fun. And that's what we want. It's fun to do, it's fun to create, and it's fun to see the recipient's reaction when they open them.
life is too serious.
It is,
Craig.
isn't it?
Absolutely.
Not when we're about, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that if we can have fun when we can.
You're
We had
right.
some lovely comments earlier. You know, we know people are going through a hard time. In fact, the world is going through a hard time at the
you're
moment. So I think just to sometimes break it up with knowing that we are allowed to laugh sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
Makes a big difference.
You're absolutely right. And I think what is, well, for us, lovely as well, you know, we get to come here and we do what we love and we get to do it in front of you guys. We don't always realise just how much we make you smile and we make you laugh. Yes, we're here to show you what we've got. If you want to treat yourself, you absolutely can do. But for many of you say you love seeing Debbie and Joe together, or, you know, Jan and Ben together, or us two together. It's just so lovely. And that, for me anyway, and I know Debbie, I can't speak for Debbie on this, that makes us smile knowing that we can do that for you. So thank you for your comments.
I love that people have their favourites.
Yeah,
I
do.
think because, we all have different sort of teams that we team up with, and but also we know that you all love us all individually, which makes it just very special for us to come to work.
None of us take offence. If you put in comments saying Ben and Debbie's my favourite, none of us take offence, because as Debbie says, we know you love us all, we know that, but we know many of you love to watch certain duos together, so don't ever worry about saying that. Don't worry at all.
Not at all. Right, so what we're going to do now, Craig, is we're going to, and actually, so I can use my Gemini Mini, let me just grab my scissors and trim that down, and then we can do a bit of stamping. So just make sure I fit that on there, and then we're going to just trim that down. So we can then stamp these. So just pop in our card. I'm bringing in my stamping platform. I know that we've only got some small amounts of stamping to do, but I love the stamping platform. And what I am going to do, you'll see I'm stamping both of these out, even though one's the top and the back and the front. Now do this because when you colour them in, what you'll notice is that your ink could seep through. Okay. So if you do two different ones and don't stamp them back onto back, you can colour them, unless you're using something like your pencils. I had an ink pad and now it's disappeared. There it is. There it is. So I'm bringing in now the ink pad I always use if I'm using my alcohol markers is obviously my alcohol proof dye. I love our ink pads in the respect that they tell you exactly what you get on the tin. So you haven't got to worry if you're using it with watercolour. We know that we're using alcohol inks and we use our alcohol proof dye. So just stamp in our really happy little bees. I say happy little bees, this is one bee, but we're going to back them to back. So once you've done that, we're going to then bring in our pens. So I'm going to use a bit of a mixture actually of, I've got my Classiques and I've got my Tri-Blend, both brushes, but the reason being is because I couldn't find my second colour to the GY2. So this is my Mimosa, and I'm actually using, which are our gold yellow blends, so I'm using them in the same. Both brush nibs, but you do have a more higher quality brush nib in your Illustrator one. So all we're going to do is I'm going to use this one. We're going to do our little face around the edges, and then I'm going to bring in my a darker one in the centre just to come round there, so we can sort of create some shading.
It's really good that you've done that as well, Debbie, showing how you can still mix and match your pens together.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you absolutely can.
Yes. Yeah, especially the brush nib. I love using a brush nib. I just think they are the best things to use. And then we can just come in each side. So even though we've got a smaller image, Craig, we can still create that light and shade.
You can, yeah.
So I'm doing it so it's my centre, which is my lightest shade. And then we're going to be bringing in some blue to do the wings. So I'm just, and I don't go right to the edges because it's the edges, the darker piece that I'm going to put round. So I just don't think there's no point in bringing in that lighter colour.
Yeah.
So just going round our images there.
And it's good you saying that, because yes, you know, certainly with Leanne and, you know, all of us here, when it comes to our alcohol colour, we do like to explain and show that, you know, the three-tone blend and that. If you just want to use the two, like Debbie's doing, you can do, and you're still going to get a really nice effect.
Absolutely. Yeah, we always tend to think of that three-colour blend, don't we? But I do think just making colouring easier with two-colour is just a really nice way to go about it. And then instead of using a black, what I am going to be bringing in is our ice greys, because the ice grey has a really dark grey here, which is our actual IG10, which is a really strong sort of dark colour. So I'm going to go into my mid colour first. To do that sort of dark, because you see how dark that is.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to, so it's almost, because you don't want it completely black. When you're doing colouring in, if you have too much black, you actually lose the image more. And also, blacks have so many different tones. And then we're just coming, so I'm just using that brush to flick in from those sides. And it just gives me a little bit more control of my nib as well. And then we can go in then to put our little arms in. I mean, look how much character this little bee has got now just by colouring it in.
So it's nice being able to see the way that you're colouring that as well, but I have to give a big shout out to George in the gallery. Yesterday we had Charlotte stepping in for Nicola. Nicola was in doing some HSN, so we had Charlotte yesterday. George is in with Erin as usual. So nice, so good getting that camera work there. George, loving that.
He must be a professional.
apparently so.
Yeah, anyone would think he does it for a living. Right, now you've got your bees. So what I love about these, Craig, is their mirror image.
Yes,
so
they're good,
you
isn't
can
it,
cut
when they
this
do that?
out of this one and exactly the same on this one as well, and then you flip them and place them together. So once you've got them coloured in, I'm going to move my ones to the side, and I've got some already coloured in here. What I've done with these ones is I've just put some sparkle on the wings. So can you see we've got a little bit of sparkle going on there. So that's just using clear sparkle pen over the wings just to make it even more sparkly. So I've got now I'm just using cotton, so I've just got some cotton reel and I've just wrapped it around a piece of paper just to keep it safe. So it works beautifully, the cotton. I've just lost a bit there. There we go, we're going the wrong way. And all I want to do is make sure that I've got enough of this onto here. Always, what I would recommend when you're using anything like this, so you don't lose it, just put a little bit of low-tack tape onto a piece of card so you always know where it is and you don't lose it.
I'm not going to go over all the details. If you do want the sparkle glitter pens, they're on the screen just at the bottom for you if you want to get them.
And I should have showed you really. Let me just didn't think we had one there. I don't know where the sparkle pen's gone. I've got one in
If you're having a look, $49.99 here in the UK or $64.99. You're going to get 3 of your clear overlays, and you're also going to get the tin and tone, earth and natural, antique vintage, and essential brights as well within these ones. That's giving you a 15 set. So there we go, really nice saving on that one.
Yeah, they're amazing. So I'm just using these on here just to show you. You just put them onto wherever medium, whether it's alcohol, watercolours, and it just gives a really intense sparkle when they dry, which is amazing. Right, so what we want to do, we want to put these back in onto each other. So I'm going to start off with one of my bees. I'm going to get my low-tack tape, my tape pen. They're definitely not low-tack, these. And I'm just going to put this all over. I mean, a wet glue would be good as well, but to start off with, your tape's a really good one to use, because then you can just place that right down the middle and popping that on. Now, what I like to do as well, just to make sure that we get that rigidity and non-slip, put another piece of tape over the top, and then when you put them together, that'll hold it in place really well. So
your tape pens are on the bottom of the screen as well if you want them. You're going to get 8 in total. 4 of the straight, 4 of the dotty. It works out you're getting 1 straight free, 1 dotty free, £26.94 or $38.70.
Right, so that gives me my first one. Now, you could do them separate if you wanted to, so you have 2, but actually, it's so easy to do both of them. So all I'm going to do is, when we turn this over, we want our beads, doesn't matter which way round they go, remember, because they're going to twirl. So when you've got it where you want it, so this one is going to go onto here, what I am going to do is put another piece of tape at the top, and we're going to do that at the bottom, also the bottom, but of the middle piece. So it's all going to go down, and then down this bit here. We're going to cover that in a minute, so you won't see that. And then what we're going to do is just make sure that our bee goes central to that line.
Do you know what I'm just thinking?
Oh, what's that?
If you get keys, the full bundle we're going to go over just shortly, but the little decoupage pad where you've got some of the smaller icons within there, once you could do your twirling little ice cream or fried egg or something like that, or the cheese or something like that. You
That's
could be doing,
brilliant,
you could be doing that. You could get quite
absolutely.
creative. And
Yeah.
holographic cardstock from Paper Dienamics, 20% is gone already as well. We are going to see Keith in a minute, but I just want to let you know.
Just stuck that to there. Yeah, anyone that's missed it, make sure you stay tuned, because you are going to see the most funniest toppers, characters, papers that you have seen in a long time. Right, so we're popping that one in as well. So we've got them all in. Then I'm just going to put again that tape pen down the centre, just to hold that in place. It's fine if it's moving while you've still got it there, because you can adjust it. So pop that down.
So you've not cut your ribbon, your twine, your thread, whatever it is you're using. You've not cut it to a certain length at the moment. You've kept that reeled on your cardstock.
Yes.
And then you'll trim it at the end.
Yep, just put it all in one. And then what you could do if you wanted to, and you could with the power of the Gemini, I do have another one. If you was to cut this, and mine's already stuck to the card, you could then do that on the opposite side of the card, so that would hide all your workings. But what I'm going to do, all I'm going to do is show you how you can do strips of cards. I did have some here. So I'm just going to use my card just to go over the top. So just cut yourself strips to go on there, and that would just hide your workings.
Yeah.
But there's always different ways to do it, Craig. So we're going to just pop that there. I'm just going to, just by eye, I've got one already done. Just pop that over there. So that would just hide your workings and hold that into place.
That's the thing, 'cause it doesn't have to be decorative, does it? Because it's the back bit. It's just nice just to hide the little workings.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And if you do it in the same cardstock, I've got my Nina to hand, which is a bit silly because it's a different colour cardstock. But if you were to do it in just your white stamping card, you'd have exactly the same. And then we can just trim those pieces off on the end.
Although you say that about the cardstock, it is actually good. From looking on my screen right now, you at home, you'll be able to see what Debbie means, because you can actually see that difference. So all she's done is the little strips.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at that.
I know, those twirling ones. And then all we've got, if we put a piece in like that, we had that sentiment, which we're going to, I know we're running out of time fast, to put into the side. And then I just got myself some little flowers that we cut out, and the leaves that are in there as well. So putting the leaves on, and then if I bring in my finished one here, so we've got that.
Oh, Debbie, that's so
covering it
pretty.
off. It looks lovely, doesn't it? And then you've just got all those bees twirling about. And my little tip is to just twirl them all before you fold up the card, because then when they go to open it, they'll actually twirl as they open the card up. And there we go.
Oh, brilliant. So nice. A lot of love as well for that one there in the comments as well. We've got Carletta say, I have mine, haven't used them yet. Well, there you go. You could follow Debbie's lead as well. Keep the comments coming in. We're going to be having a look. But if you want to get your hands on those twirling characters that Debbie were just showing you there, 70% off. You're going to be getting your 28 dies, 63 stamps, £16.77 or $20.89 for everyone. Unless you are, of course, in Club Inspire, that comes down less. Platinum, you're going to be £13.42 or $16.71. Correct me, Aaron, I think it was this collection here where individually there were £8 or $10 each. That's right. So that was the price individually. You're getting the whole lot for £13.42, $16.71 for you guys. Platinum and stateside. Do you want a launch? Let's have one. Brand new launch from Nitwit. This is our home body collection. 19 dies, paper, flower foam, toppers, your cards and your embellishments as well. You're already loving it. Aaron's just saying into my ear there that it's been so busy here. Now we've done, I believe this is about our fourth, possible fifth Nitwit collection here. So Nitwit are all about digital. They're Canadian and they love to do digital. So whether you're doing your designing on your computer, on your laptop, onto maybe even your iPads now, you can be doing that. But what we at Crafters Companion have done is brought the best of two worlds with what Nitwit knows best, what we know best, bring them together. This gives you physical crafting goodies to craft with. And that's what Nitwit wanted. They wanted to reach out into the craft market where you've got physical crafting goodness, and that's exactly what we've got from us at Crafters Companion. So all of these designs are designed from Nitwit, and then they come to us on our product development. They then tweak little bits. These then go into sentiments, into die cuts, and that's the thing with this pad here. It's all die cut. So 12 by 12 paper pad, 12 by 12 topper die cut pad. We've got all of your foam to do your flower forming. So these ones are £9.12. Then we've got our A4 luxury pearlescent cardstock. You can see the tones that are running throughout there. We've got our flower forming dies, however you can use them for your papers. We've got our embellishments as well. This is where what you know and love from Crafters Companion comes in. We've got our elegant abode, so you can start to even build up the frames around the little house or cottage if you want to. And then you've got the floral arch as well. So you can go very dimensional when it comes to these ones here, but Michelle and Ben, they're going to be coming up with our launch day from Nitwit here. But you are going to find out in a little bit of a teaser there is what you're going to see. We are going to see Keith in a minute, but before we do that, have a look at our next quick buy.
All your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make your die cutting tools last as long as your love for crafting with the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates. Your metal dies are put under lots of pressure with each pass through your Gemini die cutting machine. So to make sure they cut crisp, clean, delicate designs for years to come, you need to look after your dies. And that's where the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates come in.
Quick buy. Get yours now. Quick buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories plastic shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend.
Quick buy. Get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
And if you're a fan of Ben, he will be coming up the remainder of today on Crafters TV. I don't think there's anyone that's not a fan of Ben. How could you not be? He's just a lovely guy, isn't he? He is, a really lovely guy. From one lovely guy to another lovely guy. And I'm telling you this, he's caused a riot on social media already this morning, but in a good way. Keith, it's so good to actually be here working with you today here on, well, Craft Chat and Create. What have you got for us?
Oh, Craig, we're live. We're live. We're interactive. Join us. It's fantastic to be here today with the wonderful Debbie and, of course, Craig as well. Brilliant. Yes, this is all about our Foodlies today. An amazing collection of elements all to do with food. So we're going to make some wonderful little demos for you. We're going to show you all of these things. These are just very quick cards that I very quickly put together, literally by taking one of the top elements and putting them in there. But you've got 24 different captions in here. That was a great segue, by the way. I thought that was great, Craig. I thought it was brilliant. So again, lots and lots of fun. That's one that we're going to do first for you. So I'll stop there because it's all about the strawberries and cream.
Until you see what you can be doing with these ones, that is for sure. Right, before we go back to Keith and have a look at what you can be creating, let's have a look at this collection here. Collection is now live on our website, so head across here, get your hands on these ones. 240 pieces is where you're going to get your Foodie collection. It's with the toppers, it's the decoupage, it's the inserts, and more. £62.99, $72.44. Do like to say this every now and again, because even with Keith, you still get your Club Inspire on anything you buy. If you are Platinum, it comes down to £50.39. You're going to be paying £57.95 if you are stateside. And if you do make to sell, because I know Keith will go over that and it's absolutely fine, you are going to be selling these very, very easily. Trust me, you absolutely will do. Because no one is going to see anything like this, even handmade-wise, anywhere else. So this one here is your Foodies. This is your topper stash. So this is, I should have left that one to the end. Hey, we'll do that now. These are all about having some fun. So sorry, it's latte. That's a really good one. So thinking about who in the family, your friends, you'd be giving these ones to. Then you've got you age better. Then cheese and wine. Lots of comical within these ones. Lots of different sense of humours that these are going to be really, really good for. Whether you've got some of the younger ones, you want to maybe be a little bit more cheekier. Maybe you've got some of your older relatives that have got a sense of humour, but maybe you have to watch. Now, you know what I mean on that one there. Then you've got some really good ones as well. I'm going to leave that one to the end as well, because these two are my favourite. But then we've got Let's Get Saucy Together. Love this one. I hear you like bacon. Want a strip? I cannot wait to see Ben later on and see how he reacts to these ones here. You make me so corny for your cereals there. We've then got you condiment me. So you've got your sauces, you've got your mustards. Then we've also got into these ones here. Let's flip to the next one. You've got the syrup to my waffle. So much fun. And you can see how vibrant these are as well. So not only are they going to make you laugh, they're really going to make you smile by the colours within these ones. You're the cookie to my cream. We go together like strawberries and squirty cream. Gotta love some strawberries and squirty cream. Then we've got, is it hot in here? Or is it you? You've got your little marshmallows, your hot chocolate there. Then we've got let's be besties forever. That's like me, because I love my cups of tea. I'll butter you up any day. So maybe you're in the doghouse and you want to try and butter someone up, then you can do. Not to be corny, but you're serially wonderful. Then we've got have an excellent day. We've also got you're just the breakfast. You're just like breakfast. You're the best part of my day. Now you're getting two of each of what I'm showing you here. Then you've got you're toastily awesome. And then are you ready for it? We've then got you. Are you looking at my wiener? For maybe someone that loves their hot dogs, you know, you can then be doing that one. These are a lot of fun. And then we've also got, I like it when you lick me all over. For someone that loves their ice creams, maybe their sorbets. Now you know where we're going with that one there. All about fun. That's not all you're going to be getting. What I'm going to do is quickly go through because there is loads. If you do just want to cherry pick, they are available on our website individually as well. The best option is always the big bundle, but we understand some of you maybe don't always want the bigger bundle or can reach to the bigger bundle. They are there optional. really good point as well is maybe you want the full bundle and you want some more, you want individual bits as add-ons, you absolutely can do. Now these ones are still all about fun, and Keith is going to go over all of these as well, but these are all of your decoupage. So if you're liking, or if you're like me, and you love all your fussy cutting, you can absolutely do that. You get a lovely little outline line for you to then follow if you want to when it comes to your scissors. Maybe you want to use them all as individual toppers or embellishments, you can, but then you've got your donuts there, you've got all your little sentiments as well, little embellishments. Even when it comes to your sentiments, you've got a nice little outline for you to follow. But it is going to really make people laugh when it comes to the cards, the projects, maybe just coming along and popping them into a little box frame or something that you've got, and that could be some home decor. Imagine walking into someone's house and you see these popped up onto the wall. That would certainly make them laugh as well. But whether it's ice creams, whether it's fast food, whether it is, of course, your coffees, your cups of teas, lots and lots of food. Food options within these ones, hence why it's called the Foodies here. But you've got your waffles as well. I absolutely love this full collection here. The fun you're going to have, the different things that you're going to create. As you can see, I'm still going and going and going and going. We've got our wiener again in there. We've got our ketchup with our mustard. Let's go in our croissant. Think of your googly eyes that you could be having on top of these ones. Then we're going to go in with our breakfast there. Little tabs, little sentiments, embellishments, as I was saying a moment ago. And the colour tones throughout. They are bright, but then you've got your nice array of your blues. You've got your yellows. You've got your greens. Top quality as you would expect from Keith and Paper Dienamics as well. Smaller cards, larger cards, so much that you can do. So, you know, what is the wine there? So you've got mature but sophisticated, you know. That's kind of like a bit like, what is it they say, a backhanded compliment on that one, isn't it, on that one there, if you like your wine. But you can see all of these that you're going to be getting for your friends, for your family, for your loved ones, or as Keith was saying earlier on, it's really, it's a fun way if there is someone in the office, in the workplace that you like. Who says you have to wait till Valentine's Day to put a Valentine's card on their desk? Just make one of these, pop it on the desk. I'll definitely get the office talking. Definitely get that office talking, that is for sure. Then what we've got as well, we've got our 6x6 pads that are then going to work in conjunction with what we just showed you there. And as Keith was saying, and this is so well done, and what you've got is, let's go in with one of these. These are slightly bigger than the actual topper sheet themselves. So the matting layer is already done for you. You don't have to do any additional snipping if you don't want to, but you've got that matting layer within these ones here. Very, very bright when it comes to all of these designs. They're going to complement what we've just showed you a moment ago. You might want to use them individually. You might want to bring in your nesting dies. You might want to bring in some of your stamps that you've got and start to layer them on the top. You absolutely can. Polka dots, lines, chevrons, dots, just so much designs, so much colours. These are a really, really good stash to have within your crafty stash. Going to be great for the men, the women, the boys, the girls, all of the sexes in your life are going to work perfectly for. But as we can see here, let's go into the last few in with these ones here. So that's those ones here. I'm going to quickly go through the remaining parts as well so we can get straight to Keith, because you get so much. I think it's key if I show you these bits now, then we can go straight to Keith, and then he can then be showing you what you can be making too. Then what we've got here is our 8x8s, but if I bring these ones in, you can then see how they layer on top, then they were to layer on top as well. So size-wise, it's all going to work beautifully, perfectly together. So whether it is the sentiments that are going to complement what you've seen within the decoupage or the topper pads, but then going into here, colour tones again, with these sentiments, they're going to work, nom, 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 nom. Actual backgrounds, do little strips if you want to, not to be corny, but, and then we've got ones for your saucy as well. So that's included too. You're also going to be getting, let's go into this one here. We've actually got two more things because we forgot that these were in here as well. So within this one, these can be either one card, a DL card. You've got your Lick Me Until Ice Cream. To be frank, I think you're great. So that could be a DL card, or split it down the middle with your paper trimmer, guillotine, and that could be individual ones, as you can see here, little individual toppers if you want. So what Keith has given you the option of 4x4 cards, 6x6 cards, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, all of these ones within the different layers of cardstock and patterns and designs that you've got here. And then last but by no means least, now we do see really lovely inserts out in the craft industry. These are 100%, and I can tell you right now, the best I've seen. Edge-to-edge design, the quality of them, they just complement that full collection beautifully. Use them as an insert by folding them in half, or what I would do personally, I would chop it in half. That could be the front of my card with an insert. There is there, or with a sentiment, there is my insert, matte and layer. But whether you are going to be using them for, of course, your croissants, maybe you're going to be doing it with your breakfast, your cheeses here, I think these are fab. So these are even little card making set on its own with these inserts, because you've got an insert, or as we tend to say as well, an outsert. But top quality, as you expect from Keith and Paper Dienamics. But look at this one here, bringing in maybe your own sentiments, your own stamp designs. You can be doing so much within that one there. Thanks a bunch, giving that to, well, who wouldn't find that one hilarious? I know most people out there would find the full collection absolutely hilarious as well. 240 pieces in total, $62.99, $72.42. Platinum comes down to £50, $39 or $57.95. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. But here we go. Right, Keith, what are you going to be doing with these ones? Because let me tell you, I can't wait to see what you're going to do.
We're going to have a bit of a play, Craig. We certainly are. Now, let's have a look. Certainly what you've just shown there, Craig, is brilliant. And if I just show that this is the topper and this is the decoupage element, you can see straight away that how they will work together beautifully to give you that three-dimensional effect on there. So you do get them for all of the characters. There is a decoupage sheet to go with both. And, of course, you're getting 48 sheets in each bundle, 96 sheets altogether in both of them as well. So, again, there's the two with the toasties. That's just two of the toasties if you wanted to have the two toasties. And then we've got the toasty, the character itself as well. So you can see how you could mat and layer. You could cut them all out as individuals and really make it dimensional. Or you could use these on separate cards if you wanted to do so. You don't have to use it exactly as, you know, you can use them exactly however you want. Now, you mentioned there, Craig, about having the contour line around there. We call it the bleed line around the outside edge. I've not cut this out completely because I wanted to just show you, you know, how easy that it is literally to cut these out. So we'll just spend just a moment or two, just very quickly, and I'm going to do this extremely as fast as I can. So I've just literally cut out some things, but you don't have to be an expert at being able to fussy cut, because the contour line hides a whole multitude of expertise. If you're not really brilliant at cutting out, you can literally just follow the contour of the lines, and it doesn't really matter if it's not perfect, because by the time you've cut it out, you can see straight away now how quickly that I'm just cutting these out. I just did a little bit of prepping beforehand because I didn't want to be cutting the whole thing out, but you can see straight away how easy that it is to get all these elements out. Again, just being able to pop those bits out from there, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to go snipping into there, and it really does. When it comes to actually overlaying anything against the topper, you can see straight away how easy it all comes together.
Doesn't take long at all, does it?
It doesn't take long, Craig, no, for sure. And of course, then you can see how easy that is now beginning to come together, as easy as that. And again, if I just take this one round on from here, we'll get the whole thing out, and then what we'll do is we'll just put that to one side, and we'll just now take out the elements in here. Now, I've just done this extremely quickly. You can spend as much time as you like. I do find that this kind of fussy cutting is very therapeutic, very relaxing, and something that you can do in front of the TV. Or,
That's what I do.
Yeah, when you're watching at home or in your craft room, you can literally just play around. But it does take you away into a whole little world of where you want to go to, and forget about your little troubles and stripes.
Yep.
You can literally just take away all of those elements. So straight away, now we've got our lovely little character there.
Look at that.
As easy as that. And of course, then you've got the other elements. So things like the little strawberry down on here, we can just cut these bits out as well. So again, really quickly to be able to play around with however you want to be able to cut them out. And it really does there that you can create that decoupage element really nicely. So let's just give that a quick trim round on there. You can see I'm doing it rather quick, but it's so easy because the contour, a lot of the shapes in here, Craig, are brilliant, and they're so easy to think. And the other thing, of course, is it's good practice as well to be able to get all of your if you don't like to do your decoupage where you've not got die cuts to do it, then it's great easy just to use it with your scissors. And I'm using, as you can see, quite a big pair of scissors. That's what was in my little craft bag. I've got a smaller pair as well, but just a nice little big pair of scissors because it's quick and easy for me to be able to do this. And when I've put this together in a minute or two, hopefully you'll look at it and say, I can't tell whether that's a good bit of snipping or a bad bit of snipping, really, because one will hide off against the other.
Yeah,
but it is literally just as easy as that, Craig. Right. We'll park them for a moment because I've got the two main elements, but you've also noticed I've got like the little face on here as well. So you've got the little face elements down on there as well. You could, as you say, add your googly eyes, add those elements, or we could indeed add a pair of spectacles, which we'll talk about in a minute or two, for sure. So all of the bits are on every sheet to be able to give you lots and lots of creative fun. And boy, oh boy, it really is a lot of fun when you start putting them together. And you mentioned there, Craig, right, let's get rid of some of the bits that are down on here. We don't need those, we don't need those.
But as you said as well, not only will the recipient be laughing at them, you're going to be giggling away while you're creating them as well. You're going to do your little fussy cutting and that, and you will. If you're anything like Debbie or me or that, you certainly will be having a laugh. You might actually, there's a point, there's a warning, you might actually end up having to have a little break when you're making them, because you'll have to wipe away the tears. They're that fun.
Oh, they certainly are. I mean, Debbie mentioned obviously about our design team. We've got a small but dynamic design team, and they are all brilliant at what they do. The oldest, believe it or not, is, I believe, and I might get a slap about the head for this one, I think she's fast approaching her 80s. She might not thank me for that. And then, of course, we've got all of the guys. So there's Andrea, there's Suzanne, there's Celia, there's Denise, there's a whole little plethora of fantastic people that can help me make the samples up and some of the demos. So you can see now there, Craig, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 little elements on there as well. As easy as that. We could go further because I've still got loads left over on here that we can cut out, and we can play around as much as you like. So literally now all I'm going to do is put my 3D foam pad onto there. We'll put some 3D foam pads onto the back of this one over here. We'll put one over here. Yeah. You don't have to, go too excessive, because just a few little foam pads. You just want to create that 3D illusion effect on there as well. And we'll put one on the back of the what is it? Is that that's a bit of squirty cream, isn't it? That's squirty what it is. Cream, it's a squirty cream. That's come out of the capsule there of the cream nozzle, as it were. So that one's going to go now. No, the pennies just dropped for me there, Keith. Erin thought the same as I as well. Well, Erin thought the little character on the left was onion. Yes.
I thought it was a garlic.
Yes.
And that's how I couldn't quite go. But actually, it's a little bit of squirty cream.
It's a bit of squirty cream, isn't it? Really?
There
you go. There's a lovely little bit of squirty cream. And you can see now, straight away then, we're getting that lift element onto there as well. We've got the lovely little strawberry going to go onto the top of here. You can see, I mean, as I say, I'm not an expert at cutting these out by hand, or I've done it very, very quickly. But you can see how, look, it's coming together and how brilliant does it look, for sure. And it gives it that tactile finish, doesn't it, really? I think because your cards are handmade, I don't think they need to be absolutely perfect in terms of the cutting, because it literally is about creating that illusion and that fun. But certainly to get a card like this, let's just put his little eye line on there as well. So we've got his little eyes on there. So now we've literally created that lovely dimensional effect, which looks really, really good when you're working with it. Let's park that for a moment, Craig. We've got some other elements that we could cut out here. We'll come back to them in a minute or two if we can. But for now, we're just going to park that there, because I wanted to bring in some of the other things that we've got on the show. One of which is this. Oh, this is lovely. This is lush. This is a lovely glossed finished,
Yeah.
but it's actually adhesive, Craig. It's already done for you. It's what we call a split back. I've put a little T on the top there for me, but you can see you just peel off the top there. And when we mean by split pack, what we mean is look, there's a crack in it there,
right,
and there's another crack in it there, and that's so that you can peel it off in the elements that you want to be able to do it, or you can peel it down all in one go should you wish to do so. Literally going to take those down, and we're going to literally peel all of those down onto there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roughly take it around about halfway down, Craig, just to take it down, and then I'm going to take one of the complementary cards that's included in this little set. So if you like these adhesives, they come complete with the 8" by 8" cards and the envelopes to go with them as well. And because it's adhesive, it's just going to sit.
All of it, £17.99 or $20.68. Platinum, £14.39 or $16.54. What I'm actually going to do is, instead of doing like a little bit of a recap, as Keith uses certain elements, we're going to give it a shout out so you guys can get it into your basket, because there's things throughout today, Keith, I don't think it's going to last over the next 2 shows throughout the day.
Well, you've got to get it whilst we've got it, I guess, Craig, for sure. But it's as easy as that, and I can see beautifully, you're just going to squeeze the air out as I'm pulling the sheets down from on here. Really brilliant to give it a lovely high shine finish in the lovely gloss finish. So again, printed beautifully back at the factory there to give us those amazing colours. And now look how cool. We've turned the white 8" by 8" card into a lovely gloss finished card in itself. Now, you could literally get hold of your element, you could put that onto there, but oh, no. Let's go a little bit further, shall we? Let's take one of the backgrounds on there. The nom 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 nom. We're going to put a nom 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 there, I think, because I want to just keep the broad things. Probably I would have been better off taking the middle out and using that on another piece. I've also already saved the elements that I've trimmed down, because these are in fact 210 by 210 millimeters, so they're bigger than the 8" by 8", so you can actually put them down. And don't forget, this is adhesive. This is a strip that you can use on any of your projects. So we'll put the nom 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 background on Craig, shall we? So let's just do a little bit of that, shall we?
There was an advert, wasn't there, with a dog, and it was going nom 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 nom. Here in the UK, that is. Can't think what it is. It just made me think of that there.
Well, my kids will tell you that I do that when I'm eating. they tell you that, oh, Dad, you're such a noisy eater. Well, I've been doing it for a wee while now, really, but yeah. So nom 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 nom's going to go nicely down onto the top of there. So now we're beginning to build it up. One of the things, Craig, that we've not spoken about yet at the moment, we'll talk about it maybe a little bit this afternoon, is these. We've got 3 sets of these. This is our Paper Dienamics beautiful, core card ranges. It really is fabulous. It's a solid core material. It's 236 GSM, near enough 240 in real money terms, but it is fabulous, and they're all A4 on the sheet size. We'll talk about them a little bit later on in the day, but you do get 24 different colours in the 3 sets. So I've taken one of the blue pieces and I've just cut that down. Now, it is a solid core material, as I say. You can actually, if I just take one of the pieces off that I cut, and we'll just show you this, you can literally tear it down the middle, and you can see there the fibrous in the middle is completely blue at the front, blue in the middle, and blue at the back as well. So again, fabulous to be able to, get those lovely, and it's a fabulous fibrous kind of board. So again, you could get those feathered edges on there if you wanted to do so using that board in itself. But the other thing is, Craig, it embosses brilliant.
Perfect.
You can really take it on a creative journey with your embossing folders. So let's just put that through its little paces, shall we?
Yeah,
and see what it turns out like when we're going to put through here. I've got my lovely Gemini machine here, which is brilliant. And hopefully away it goes.
There you go.
Got it all going in the right order.
If you do want to get your hands on that core cardstock there, A4 in size, Keith was saying, 72 sheets, 24 colours, £21.75 or $25 and a penny, saving 15%. It's Paper Dienamics. If you've already bought Keith's Paper Dienamics in the past, you know how incredible quality Keith likes to bring. So at that price there, $17.40 or $20 and a penny.
And Craig, look at that.
Look at that,
beautiful. So again, the effects that you can get on there. Lovely, fibrous board that's going to give you the most amazing results from your embossing folders that you can. And again, what I wanted to do, just what I'm trying to show the viewers is the fact that all of these things, you don't have to do it like this, but all of these things are there for you to have creative fun. You're in control of how you want to be able to put this together and be able to play around with the elements, but hopefully we'll end up with something that looks quite humorous, quite funny, and fully colour coordinated when we've finished with it as well. And it is literally about having that kind of fun with it, Craig. Now, bearing in mind, there's 24 different characters. And they are all literally characters, and as you mentioned there, Craig, and as I said earlier on, I was thinking when we were talking about the range back at the factory, this is the sort of collection that you could send to anybody. If you've got maybe a bit of an admiration for somebody, or even if you just want to maybe set them on a wild goose chase, which is almost quite good fun, you could do all of that as well. So now we're going to get that sitting down quite nicely down onto our cardstock onto there. And that's gone down lovely. And what we're going to do now, Craig, is we're going to bring back into play the topper, which I've now put some 3D foam pads on the back there to be able to bring this into its own. We haven't quite finished there yet because I've got a couple of bits that I wanted to add into this for the viewers to see what else could we do with this range to really give it a little bit of a lift and things. So that one's going to go really now beautiful into the centre there. And that one's going to go lovely down onto there for sure. And we've got that lift on there going down there. Now, other thing that we can do, Craig, is we can always add a ribbon. Like a little bit of ribbon. Ribbon adds at least a pound or a card to your
True,
add a pound to your card, put a ribbon on it. It will do all of that as well. And I'm not meaning the weight. I'm just meaning that it increases the value of your card just by adding maybe a little bit of a ribbon on there, give it a little bit of a finish for sure. So I call this is my extra my little pound bit or my dollar bit really. You can add to your cards just by putting something a little bit of ribbon around on there.
Imagine some ribbon that weighed a pound, eh? Gosh.
Well, that would be some ribbon. Be more like a chain, I would think, wouldn't it? Really, than a ribbon for sure. But that's going to go onto there. Put that onto there. Now, should you think, well, we might have finished there, Craig? But no.
We're still not finished.
So we're still going to go. We're still going to go. Let's go somewhere else with it, shall we? Let's just pull these into place. We're going to want the bows to be slightly smaller than they were. So we're just going to give that a little bit of a pull and a tuck.
I would say with this collection, Keith, that you've brought, this is one of those that it allows you to just, I don't want to say throw things at it, of course not, but you know what, you can go over the top if you want, add extra embellishments, add googly eyes, add gems, just have fun, layer and build. It doesn't matter how simple you make it or advanced you make it, everyone is going to love it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, you mentioned obviously about the googly eyes. You could get out your glazes as well, your glitters, your glazes, you could add all of those things. For some reason, my ribbon is just not pulling how I would like it to do at the moment. It's going too big. It's a too big a ribbon. So I just want to be able to make the bows slightly smaller, and it just keeps pulling through, really. But let's just give that a bit of a trim off now. Now, you would think that we might be able to call it a day without Craig, which we possibly could. We could, for sure. We could leave it. However, do you remember what I said about I've trimmed down the adhesives?
Yeah.
Well, what about getting some of these?
Oh, wow.
Why don't we get some of these out? Because you've got 31 to choose from, and for your little strips like this, you can see I've got my little dicky bow, and I've got my glasses here. Let's just die cut them out, Craig. Why? Because we can and we should, really. It would be rude not to, wouldn't it, really? Let's just put these onto here, see what happens. It's a tight fit for sure, but I'm confident that we're going to be able to cut them out. We're going to be able to cut these out and get a little bit of extra fun out of them as well. It could have done with being slightly wider, if I'm being candid, but it's not too badly away from that, and I think hopefully if I've got it stuck down in the right place, it will come out. But these elements are all about adding that fun to your range. You know, you've got them there, just put them in. You've 31 dies. During the course of the afternoon, we're going to be using the top hats, we're going to use the beards and the moustaches, but again, just to be able to characterize these, really bring them to life, you can do all of that. Now, let's just take that off from there. And bearing in mind that it is adhesive, so it's already sticky for you. You don't have to do any gluing, which is brilliant with things like this, because now I can literally take my little dicky bow. Let's just take that out from off of there and out from off of there, Craig. Get my little pokey tool, pop them out. So there we go. So now we've got a little bit of a dicky bow here, which is fabulous. There's our lovely little dicky bow. Let's just peel the back off of that one. we're just going to separate the back from the front, and that's all you're going to do is just give it a little bit of a flick there, and there you go. It's as easy as that. That then separates the paper from the backing paper from the front. Take that off, and now we can now put the dicky bow. What do you think? I think the dicky bow should go on the bottom of the strawberry, because he looks like a boy. It looks like a boy strawberry to me, I think, really, with his dicky bow down on there. But then what about the spectacles? Again, we've got the little spectacles. Let's take all of the elements off of here. Take the tape off. So we go. And we've got the little, and look, hey, this is brilliant. Just look at this. How wonderful,
fancy.
How wonderful is that from a spectacles point of view? You know, should have gone to one of those glass places, really. Now, don't forget, you get 31 dies in there, Craig, and the glasses are brilliant. You can use them on this collection, but those dies will work for anything. Yeah. You could use them on animal, anything that's got a face. You can really try and make those characters work for you with the glasses, the dicky bows, the moustaches. You can do all of that, and I'm just trying to separate that with there we go, we've got it separated there, and now we're just going to peel that off, and because they're already adhesive, Craig, I can now just lay that over, I think our lovely little squirty cream deserves a little bit of a bit of a glass job, really, and that's gone onto there. And there you go, you've now got a lovely little bit of a fun card, featuring a whole host of the characters that we've used, and that's just using one of the toppers and one of the decoupage sheets.
Keith, that is absolutely brilliant. So much fun. Who wouldn't love seeing that, getting that through the post, or even if you just give it to a recipient there. What I want to do is actually just show you those dies that Keith was just using there a moment ago. And this is the party accessory die set. This is where you're going to get 31 dies in total. Now, these are so usable, and what I mean by that is size-wise, look at those strips that Keith had left over. That might be strip sizes that you would maybe just discard into the bin or that, but size-wise, you're able to keep them, use them, because those sheets were double-sided. But going back to these ones here, the 31 dies. So you're going to be $17.99 or $20.68 for all of the 31 dies here. You're going to be platinum, £14.39 or $16.54. So you can be doing them in with your foodies, or of course you can be coming along with your Nature Garden collection, the animals, and just have fun when it comes to these ones as well. What we did do a moment ago is we mentioned the core card as well. So this is where you're going to be getting your 24 colours, and you're also going to be getting your, well, it's your core card. I think I've got, is it the coloured one, Erin, is it? I'm just going to leap over, and here we go. There we go. We've got them there. We are. So this is the one that Keith touched upon a moment ago, and this is your cardstock. So A4 core cardstock collection, 72 sheets, 24 colours in total. So what we've got here, is it all of this? Pastels, yeah. Right, so we've got our pastel, brights and basics here. A4 in size. Pastels at the moment are absolutely huge. Whether it is in your crafting, your home decor, whether you're just wanting to have little accents around your die cuts or embosses, you can be doing that as well. £21.75 or $25 and a penny, saving 15%, platinum £17.40 or $20 and a penny as well. Also, within that, you've got your bright tones, and these are brights. These, the full lot will complement the foodies, but this one here, certainly, if you're wanting to do additional mats and layers within these ones here, you've got your sunset colours, you've got your core colours, got your nature greens within there as well. Once again, all A4 in size, so in total 72 sheets or 24 colours. So that's that one. And then we've also got our basics as well. Nothing basics about these ones at all. What we've got within these ones, let's just open these so you can see. So yes, we say basic colours, you've got your ivories, your blacks, your greys, your navies, but then you've got some of your deep tones, but more in a pastel tone effect that we can see down into these ones here. Great for your core matte and layer outlined if you want to, but then you've got your softer ones as well. So within these ones here, that full lot being 72 sheets, 24 colours, £21.75 or $25 and a penny for that one to get your hands on that if you so wish. If you are going to go for the big Foodies collection, you're absolutely going to want this next one here, this one being the 68-piece Foodies. This is the cards, the envelopes, and the adhesive sheets that Keith was showing you a moment ago. So what I've got them here, so I've got my colours separated so I can show you one of each within these ones here. But these ones, if I fan them out a little bit more, so we've got, correct me if I'm wrong, Keith, is it 3 colours in each of these ones here from our adhesive sheets?
6 colours. There's 20 sheets, so it's 5 colours, 4 of each.
Perfect, that's great, thank you for that one, Keith. So yeah, so if you've seen them a moment ago, so die cutting them, edge to edge, adhesive on the back, but you do have your strip panels down there, so you don't need to take the full lot. They will come in individual panels there. Nesting dies, your little fun dies that Keith was showing you a moment ago, or maybe you just want to do a full backdrop onto your card, you can do. And talking about card, let's go into your 8x8 card. So we already know, Keith, Paper Dienamics, when it comes to your patterns, your backgrounds, your topper, are all the most incredible quality you're going to get. But when it comes to core cardstocks, whether it's card blanks and envelopes as well, you're going to get the best of the best. 8x8 in size, perfect size-wise for your adhesive sheets, or maybe even just some of that core collection from the Foodies as well. All done, sized, matched perfectly, and we're not going to give you them without the envelopes as well. And trust me when I say it as well, you'll know what I mean by seeing envelopes out there in the market that you can pretty much see through them. They look like vellum, they're that see-through. You're not going to get that with Keith ones here. They're the really good quality envelopes as well as your card blanks. So we've got them ones as well, and then let me just reach over. I'm just going to go over, and let's go in with this one here. So this, I'm not surprised, has been an absolute favourite. Over 20%'s gone already. Now, keeping in mind that we did see Keith at the start a wake-up call, but we've only been live with Keith for around 27 minutes, and 20% of this has gone already. This is the holographic cardstock. So with 2 designs, 24 sheets in total. Now, if you didn't see Keith at the start of the show, completely flat. The effect of these are absolutely incredible here. Once again, completely flat. Come in with your alcohol markers and it's going to look like colour gems if you want to. Bring in your circle nesting die so it's like additional faux gems onto your cards if you want to. But you've got your silver edge to edge as well. Works well with the Foodies if you want to, or if you just want to add that to your crafty stash, absolutely do that. All of that for £5.99 or $6.88. Platinum price under £5 for this one here, £4.79 or $5.50. Absolutely incredible. If you are across Central Europe, you just need to go to .eu. That's where you need to go to get yours. But you know what? I want to see more, and I know you want to see more. So Keith, give us some more.
Well, we'll start with this hologram for sure, Craig, because this is brilliant. And its normal use has been in packaging. So you can imagine perfume bottles where you want maybe get something at high end in there with these little bullseyes, or the diamante jewels as well, which are on various places on here. Now it's a little bit random. They are all over the place, and you may well find that your sheets have got them in slightly different places to what I'm showing you on the screen. But the fact is that what you can do with these is that if you've got things like the little accessory dies, or maybe you've got small dies in your crafting room, that when you do the nesting dies, let me just grab hold of my little sheet of nesting dies. I often think really, the smaller you come down to these middle ones, they're not really brilliant to be able to use on a lot of things. But you can imagine if I take that and I then put that over the top of there, all of a sudden that diamond becomes comes a bit of a wowzer, doesn't it? Really,
it really does.
So you can really use your nesting dies, that you've got maybe in your craft room, fantastically well with this particular range. And just to prove it, I've actually already stuck some down for you, just to be able to cut some out. We're going to do this in one little pass, and let's see what comes out, Craig. Really is hopefully going to be a wonderful little set to be able to have a bit of a play around with. So let's just put that over onto the top of there, and then what we'll try and do is make sure we get it all the right way around. We'll turn that over, and we'll put it through. Let's see what happens, shall we?
See, while you're doing that, can I just read a few comments? Because so much love for you yourself, Keith, having you here today as well. No surprise, everyone's loving that collection that you've got from the Foodies. Sarah Kay on YouTube is saying, oh, sit up to my waffle, that is so cute. Kathy on YouTube is saying, such great sentiments. Connie on YouTube is saying, these Foodies are making me want to eat them for breakfast. I know, I'm actually getting a bit hungry myself. Haley on Facebook, I love these are hilarious. She thought it was garlic as well, going back to the last one Keith done. Sarah Kay, onions and garlics and strawberries, lol. There's just so much coming in. We're going to have a look through them as well just shortly, and then Ben and Michelle will be having a chat throughout the rest of the day as well. But let's have a look at these ones.
So let's take it off, Craig, and let's just show you the grand reveal, shall we? Because this is brilliant when you take them over, and let's just turn that over, and you can see straight away, I can show you that they've all die cut perfectly. But look at this for an amazing. Let me just take all of the little bits off. I'm going to save those. Get me a little pokey. Look at that for a bit of a wow. There. So again, you've got something completely different there, because you've got that illusional effect on top of that one. So let's just put that to one side. Let's now just take out, this is one of my favourite ones on here, which it's just literally fallen out the sheet. There's the small little die. Here, all of a sudden now, Keith, look at that. I have got myself a real diamond. Real diamond. You've got a real diamond. How perfect is that? It is completely flat. There's nothing on there to make it, stand out, but it is fantastic, the effects that you can get on there. Let's do down on here. I've got, from those accessory dies, we've got the little top hat. And again, we can give our top hat a little bit of je ne sais quoi by applying a little bit of a bullseye effect into the middle of that top hat there, really, for you. Absolutely brilliant. So look at the fun that you can have. And again, we've got a tie on that little collection as well. I used to wear ties all the time. Don't wear so much these days, but I do wear tie. But if you wanted a tie with a diamond topped effect, look how beautiful that is. And again, that lovely little diamond on the top there, and how that has die cut out from on that as well. We're going to try and use some of these during the course of the day. This is one of my favourite sort of like little sets of dies for sure, because this one cuts out the bullseye and you also get the frame with it as well. So let's put that down there for a moment, and let's just peel this out. And again, look at that, how wonderful that is. And the effects that you can get, and that's what this is about. That could be a focal point on your card, Craig.
Yeah,
it doesn't, you think it could be literally a focal point. And then the other thing really being, if you've got one of these little nests of dies, one of these lovely little sets that cuts out multiple things at the same time, look at this flower that I've got down on here for us as well. Let's just take all of these bits out and take all of them off. And because I've got all these little dies, let's just take them all off for you.
These all look like metal. It's like craft metal. That's how incredible it is. We keep saying the quality, but by the look of them as well, looks like metal. Love these.
Aren't they fantastic? They really are absolutely brilliant. So don't just think of that, but let me just point this one out. And if you can see that one there, we've got a lovely diamond petal on here, and we've got a little diamond in the centre of that flower as well. So again, it's the sort of thing, you cannot buy this anywhere else other than, here today. You can't go into any craft store in the world and you'll find this product. We've brought it to you here, Crafters TV, to be able to add something to the Foodie's range. And boy, we'll do that a little bit later on this afternoon by using all of these elements. So, shall I put together a card for you, Craig?
Yeah, please, let's do that. I want to see what you can be doing with them.
And I've still got loads of the sheet left. I mean, like I say, don't throw away the carrier sheet, because all of the elements on the carrier sheet can be used in some way, shape or form. You could literally cut out these bits, emboss them as well. Don't throw any of this away. It is superb quality. It's going to give you the most amazing results. So let's just put those to one side for a second or two. So we've got all of these little bits out.
Brilliant.
And we'll put them onto there. We've got the thing. Right, let's now show you how quickly it is to put together a card. I know time is running along, but we're going to do a little 7" by 7" card and quickly show you how all of these elements will work. I do believe that on the website we've also got some of the metallics. Again, if you check out the website, you'll see this product is there. This is the High Shine Metallic Silver card, which is great again for those base mats and layers, and really affordable. And that's going to be the base to this lovely little 7 by 7 card, which really does work really well. We'll see if we can bring some of these elements into play during the course of either this demo or this afternoon. So there we go. That one's going to go nicely down onto there and already fixed. So we've got our lovely little base of the silver. let's play around. Sometimes I don't even know what's coming down. These coloured backgrounds are just amazing, really. And when you were going through them, Craig, I was thinking about, my instant thing was to maybe some of your favourite football teams, because I know Norwich was definitely there for sure. And of course your blues, your reds, they'll all apply to maybe your favourite sports club or your sports team as well.
Funny you saying that, Keith, because there's a couple of them certainly. Anyway, you're saying about the football. I'm not necessarily into football, but we do have WrestleMania this weekend in Dallas, Texas. Some of them, although Hulk Hogan's not going to be there, he is still around, he's not going to be there. The red and yellow was reminding me of like a Hulk Hogan or that. You've got the blues, it could be AJ Styles, it's currently a wrestler at the moment. So absolutely.
A brilliant shout is that, Craig, for sure. And again, think about horse riding as well. All of the jockeys' colour rays, they all wear these brightly coloured things, don't they, really? So, you know, this is really in vogue and it's happy, and that's the thing is really is that these bright colours are really, really happy, and we're just going to do a little bit more matting with the silver card because we can, so we're just going to bring all of those bits into play. So we're matting and we're layering up there. We're getting the lovely effects, as you can see from here, and now we're bringing into play, you're the syrup to my waffle. You're the syrup to my waffle. And if you've not had any waffles, you should try them.
You
really.
should, absolutely. I would make this card and give it to our Tracy. She's my syrup to my waffle.
Yeah, well, I went when I was in America a few years ago, and we went for breakfast in in one of those downtown cafes.
Yeah, downtown.
And of course, when they give you waffles in America, they don't just give you they do not mess about over there.
Don't.
They give you a substantial volume to tuck into, and of course all swimming in the lovely syrup as well. And so your syrup to my waffle is brilliant. So again, and then what we can do then is we're literally going to bring into play all of the elements where we've used them, we've just cut them out, and you can really just bring these all into play and have such a lot of fun. Now it's great as it is there, and if you wanted to do, you could make that 48 times over, Craig, and sell them all. Now just think, a card like that, what, 150, couple of quid these days? I mean, cards like anything are going up in price. I think certainly, £2, £2.50. If you think that you can make a minimum of the toppers of 48, then you've got all the decoupage elements as well, another 48 on there. If you want to make and sell and get yourself a little crafting business going, then absolutely you can do all that. And we're very happy for you to be able to make and sell if you want. A lot of people make cards for charities, which is great, and which is brilliant as well. But if you want to make for charity, great. What is for sure is that these are going to make people laugh. They're going to make them smile, and they're going to be able to like, say, Johnny would love that card because he loves his waffles. Yeah,
but I think he does actually, to be honest. I think he loves some waffles.
I was a bit tongue-in-cheek, but there is Johnny here as well. So again, and then you can see then we've got the little eyes. So we've gone up layer 1, we've gone up layer 2. Now this is layer 3, so we'll give them a little bit of the eyes we can play around onto here as well. So we've got the little eyes onto the front there as well. So you can see how it's mixing and matching. And I think it just looks really good fun, Craig.
It is, isn't it?
Really excellent fun. And we can put that onto there as well. So his eyes, all of the eyes are lined up. Yeah, we've got a great little waffle going there. Now, if we wanted to do, we could bring into play some of these elements that we've got down on here. So for instance, we could give this one a bit of a tie. We could give him a bit of an equally long tie, couldn't we, really? Or let's just have a look. Where's the little top hat gone? We've got a top hat in here somewhere. What about applying the little top hat onto our little character down there? So this is what I mean by you can add these lovely little elements, or you could put it into play there. I don't want to cover up all of the words, but I think possibly that might look really quite cool onto him there, because he almost looks as though he's lifting his top hat off if I put that down onto that side.
But you know what you could do, Keith, is from your collection there with the 240, make your cards up, get the core cardstock, get your 31 dies, go to your craft fairs, go to your craft crops, and then it'll be, I love that card. It's like, do you want a hat on it? Do you want a bow on it? Take your Gemini Mini or any of the small die cut machine and do it there in front of them. And then although you're not personalising it with words, you're personalising it with those accessory dies that you could be doing. So go ahead and do that.
You could do, Craig, and that's a great shout again to be able to play around with all of those things on there, really, for sure. I mean, again, I could, I haven't got any googly eyes with me today. I should have thought of that one, shouldn't I, really? I'll try harder next time when I want to be a real crafter. but you could put a little bit of a jewel in there if you want to give them a little bit of a completely different look. We could put a bit of a, I've got the diamond eyes for you. There we go. That one's not on the captions, but there we go. That is just brilliant, isn't it? Really. I'll see if I can do another one for you in a minute too, Craig.
Yeah, that would be great.
Brilliant. You're just easy to make and sell. And of course, we could I'll put the inserts in there as well, which I'll try and find the insert for that one in a minute or two for you.
Oh, there we go. Gosh, Erin's got donuts on the brain, George has got waffles on the brain, and Tracy's not got anything on her brain just now. She's just looking at me. She's been giving me as good as she gets today, that's for sure. Anyway, here we go. Let's have a look at these ones here. This is your metallic satin gold cardstock here. 10 sheets within these ones. Quarter of the stock is gone from this one already. You know from me personally, I always like to have my satin ranges of cardstock because it just pulls it down that ever so slightly. So we've got our A4 metallic satin gold cardstock, 10 sheets. 10 sheets for £5.75, $6.90, or of course you can be platinum price, £4.60 or $5.52. So that's the satin gold. We're then going to have a look at our gold. This is our metallic, this is our bright gold. Once again, 10 sheets. Look at that one. Look at that. You can see in front of my desk here. So we've, how much, Erin? Wow, 40% of this one has gone. Again, 10 sheets within these ones here, A4, £5.75, $6.90. And then what we can do is let's have a look at the silver, also 40%. So clearly that says to me, those that are buying that, or those that are buying that one. But also with these ones here, the metallic bright silver, 10 sheets, A4 in size, edge to edge, as you can see within these ones here. £5.75, $6.90, platinum price £4.60 or $5.52. If there's anything that maybe I would recommend either, you know, buy in multiples or buy in, you know, all three of them, it would definitely be that one there because you know that we all love our gold and silver cardstock here. Right, I'm going to be quiet because I want to see what else Keith can do before the end of the show.
Right, well, let's do another one. I mean, these are, we've got these all little prepared for us. They're so easy to do and so much good fun to be able to play it around with for sure. So this one, again, we're going to use, I believe we're going to use the milk and the biscuit. All of us that like a biscuit. So again, milk and biscuits, all of our favourites. Are you a dunker? Claire? Craig, are you a...
I am, but I don't like dunking any biscuits that've got chocolate or that on it.
Oh,
more
right,
like a digestive or a rich tea. Because I know them so well, I know when I'm going to get to that point, you know, before it actually falls and clunks into the bottom of your cup. Don't like that. So it's like dip, wait, and out. So, yeah.
Right. Well, there you go. Right, let's have a quick look now at what we're going to do with this one for sure. And we've got an element down on here which I think is great. Just trying to get me think. I'm doing it the right way around for sure. No, it's the wrong way around, Keith. Let's get it the right way around. It's the wrong way around, but I'll figure that out in a minute or two. Let's just have a quick play for us because this has got the yum 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 background that's going to cut down all the way down onto the back there for us. And you know, again, a really cool backdrop, I think, really for this, Craig.
You're right.
And as they're saying that my younger offspring say to me, I do all of the time. But there we go. I mean, this is literally... I don't know if anybody of the viewers have got a favourite so far of all of the sentiments. I mean, maybe you should... get in touch with us.
Absolutely,
tell us which one is your favourite at the moment. I've got a whole afternoon and we're into the evening here with you as well. So we're going to try and get through as many as we possibly can.
I'm going to warn you though, it's Michelle that's in. When she gets the giggles and gets hysterical, there is absolutely no stopping her. Just warning.
Well, it's all about having the fun, Craig, really, for sure. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this one down on the backdrop on here. Now, again, the metallic card does emboss equally as well as the core range that I just showed you a moment or two ago. So again, don't be worried about putting this through its paces with your embossing folders as
That's
well.
good to know.
But again, it's great to just be able to play around with these things and just be able to make them all look, you know, super, super, super in terms of the look and the finishes that you can get on there, really. And again, what we've got on here is we've got the different backgrounds. We've cut these ones down.
Okay.
So now we're going to bring into play the lovely little spotty effect on there
Look
as well.
at
Again,
that.
see how the colours all look really cool with each other. They all mix and match perfectly well, and which is brilliant. That's what's really important to us back at the factory is when we're creating these things, we have to look at the colour coordination, look at will they all work with each other, and you're not looking for one, you're looking at 24 different options to try and say, right, we need to make sure this palette works for all of the range in some way, shape or form, and that's why it's really important that we get that little bit right. And again, what we'll do is this, we're just going to bring him into to play another little bit of the metallic on there to just show. Now I could emboss this one if I could find a folder quick enough. Let me just see if I've got a folder down here that would give this maybe a little bit of a polka dot finish. So we'll just show you that a little bit. We'll put this through its polka dot paces, and we'll give this a little bit of a look to give it a bit of an indifference there for sure.
Yeah, it shows off the quality of the cardstock as well, that you're just a way to use it.
Yeah,
And actually,
because obviously, you know, it's difficult whilst we're here just to try and show you exactly, you know, what can we do with this and what can you do with it. But what I can tell you is that everything that we've got is very, very craftable and, you know, really designed to be able to give you the maximum opportunity to, you know, get your things through your crafting room.
that's the thing, yeah. Yeah, and always keep in mind as well, maybe, you know, because you're relatively new to us at Crafters TV, you may be new to Keith as well. And respectfully, Keith knows what he's talking about. He's worked in the paper industry for a number of years. So you know the quality, Keith, don't you? You know what you need to aim at, what you don't, and what is good to use.
Well, it's important, Craig, that you know, if we're supplying, if you're investing your hard-earned pennies, we want you to be able to get the maximum out. And again, look how that's beautifully, you know, giving that lovely polka dot embossed effect on there for you as well. So really, really, really nicely goes together. So let's just now put this together, the finishing touches together on this one for us, Craig. So that one's going to go nicely onto there, and then we'll take the you're the cookie to my cream. You are my cookie to my cream. That one's going to go really nicely down onto here as well. We're just literally going to see the outside edge of that. It could do with probably being trimmed just a little bit more, but as time is getting on, we'll just put this one together as it is for now. Yeah. And just to show you how this really does come together, really, really nice. So there we go. That goes nicely onto there. And there we go, it's fixed. And then what we're going to do then, Craig, is literally take our cookie and cream elements and we're going to three-dimensional them up to really make them go in a brilliant direction.
Look at that,
so going to go nicely onto there. So you can see, again, just quite roughly cut out, but it doesn't matter really, because once you've overlaid it, you can't see any of those effects that you can on there for sure.
It works well. And, you know, the height-wise, depending on the depth of foam pads or glue gel that you use, you can raise it up even more, the decoupage that you've cut out. And that's what's good with having that option with what Keith's brought us.
Now, what we've done on here is we've already put the googly eyes on, Craig. I don't know if you can see that, but the googly eyes are already on there for us. So just to save a little bit of time, we've put some little googly eyes onto that one, and we've also put some googly eyes onto this one as well. Now, I mean, literally, you can go as fun as you would like. You could literally go wherever you wanted to go with this and really play around with it. And then again, if I wanted to add my little gems onto there as well, or put it into some of the elements that we can do. Let's just do that for a second. We'll put this one on for a second. We'll put a little bit of a 3D foam pad on the back of that one. And again, you've also got personalised captions. So for instance, I've got one on here that says, you know, fun times, or you could do things for your family members, or your mother. You could use all of those as well. I'll just take that one off of there. So we'll put that one onto there because it's got a little bit of a diamond jewel on this one, Craig. And as easy as that. Let's just take the back off there for us.
I can't get over those die-cut flowers from your cardstock we showed you before. They just look like metal, don't they?
They do. And then that one there, it's got this little diamond up onto the top onto here as well. So we've got a great part of the elements as well. Perfect to use with all of them bits. And again, you can decorate as much as you like, really. It all comes down to personal preference and personal choice. But Craig, I think just one little thing that I'm going to try and do now. Just going to put one down at the bottom, and then let's open this up and let's take one of the coordinating inserts that we've got here that goes with it as well, and we'll just put that one down. We put a bit of tape down on the back side there, down onto the spine. Take the tape off.
finishing it off, yeah.
And we're now going to close that onto there. And what we have done is we've used a bit of the nom-nom cardstock around the other side, so it is fully lined. And there we go, it's nicely fixed. And we've got ourselves a lovely little birthday card there with our cookie and our dough. And again, a lovely little collection of different sorts of cards being made using our Foodies.
Absolutely, yeah, and actually as well, really good way to show how you could use your A4 inserts even on an 8x8. Really good tip there at the side as well. But what Keith was using is what is kind of, for me anyways, like the main focus of today from Paper Dienamics, and that is the 240 Foodies collection. So I'll go over the price just in a second, but what I want to do is I'm only going to show you just a few, because remember Keith's going to be back throughout the day. You're going to be having fun here. So we've got Let's Be Besties Forever. So that's a nice, subtle, fun one. But you can go to the opposite end, and then you can then have Are You Looking at My Wiener? So that's the sort of thing that you can be doing within those ones. You've got loads of other ones as well. Then we've got more fun here where you could be having your decoupage that you've got here by Fussy Cutting. A couple of ideas there. You will be seeing them all again throughout the remainder of the shows with Keith, Michelle, and of course Ben. Then what we've got is our background cards here. Bright, bold, beautiful. Love all of these ones. That's included. You're then going to be getting your 8x8s. So these background sentiments are going to then complement. They're background papers, but they're using the sentiments that complement from the full topper sets. You're going to be getting these ones. You're also going to be getting these little individual ones. So either use them as DL card toppers or own individual small little ones. I think they're right 4x4, two separate ones there. And then you're also going to be getting all of these inserts as well. Now I've broken them down to show you one of each, and even then I didn't even show you one of each. We've just shown you these are then going to work as well. All of that is what you're going to be getting in that 240-piece set. £62.99, £72.44, platinum price £50.39 or £57.95. But we have got to do our voting of the show before the end of the show. So will we have a look and see, let's start off with, we're going to start off with Debbie, I think, are we? Yeah.
We could just discard mine. I think the comedy ones have got it today, haven't they? Absolutely. But if you do want to do some cute makes, do get hold of these dies, because being able to do beautiful pop-out cards like this are gorgeous. So that's number one. Yes. And then number two is our bee one. So if I just open that up, we've got our little twirling bees. Oh, look. Yeah, which are really cute. But there you go. Cute versus...
Debbie, this one, this is me and you really. We go together like strawberries and squirty cream. So who's who? That's the card number one on there for us. Or I could say to you, Debbie, you're the syrup to my waffle. Number four. I take my hat off to you. There you go.
I love that one. I think that is
for sure. Cute. And then finally, obviously, Craig, look there with you're the cookie to my dream.
Number 5 for that one. So get your votes in, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Get them in for Rachel. She's going to tally them up and we'll be back to let you know what you're going to be, what is going to be demo of the show. But let's have a look and see what you could be making if you get your hands on that Foodie collection. So this is where you got your over 240 elements. Look at these fun cards. So you can do your fussy cutting, do your die cutting if you want to, but then what you can do is keep them very, very simple or get large with them, get home decor, just have fun about them if you want to. Lots of different things as well. So that's then what you could be doing. And we thought what we would do as well, seeing as we're having fun with that Foodie collection, it's, well, it's Friday, isn't it? It's April Fool's Day. Yes. I know, and I always get a little bit touchy because I just never know. I always fall for something on TV.
Oh, are you one of those?
Oh, I'm one of those. You know, yeah. I'll be watching Good Morning Britain before I come in, and I'll fall for something that they do, and I find out the next day it was a hoax. But yes, when it comes to April Fool's Day and pranks. Yes, lots of things together.
Be careful,
pranks Keith, are you a prankster? That's where I was going with it from there.
I can imagine.
I could imagine.
The funniest one was when I got this little plastic jug and I filled it with lovely cold water and I balanced it on the top of the door. And then I called my good lady wife to come and get her a cup of coffee for the morning, which I read her. And of course, as she opened the door, the cup fell off and she got an early morning shower. I mean, that was quite fun, really.
Okay.
She didn't find it quite funny
Bet she
herself,
didn't.
but I found it hilarious.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I
Yeah.
bet a few choice words were said.
That's why Keith no longer wears ties. That's why as well. There we go. Yeah, because we've got little bits about April Fool's Day as well, because it's always on the 1st of April.
It is, and actually, I don't think there's any real official reason for it.
No,
which is
no,
strange.
because I was
No
having
one
a
really
look,
knows.
and it does say the exact origin. It still kind of remains
There's
unknown.
a few people say different things, don't they? But yeah, we
Yeah,
still don't
and
know.
it finishes at midday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is another weird thing.
Which I don't get that
like
one.
a cut-off point.
Cut-off
We've
point
all
for
got
being a
them,
fool.
haven't we? Yeah, we can't allow you to be foolish after 12.
I'm
not at all.
definitely not a fool, that's for sure.
Yeah, the other thing that I'd seen as well when I was having a look, it said people who celebrate it during the last week of March through to April 1st became the butt of jokes and hoaxes and were called April Fools. Where have I got here?
That's with the calendar
with the
changes.
calendar change,
Yes.
yeah. Some historians speculate that April Fool's Day date back to 1582, when France switched from Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. In the Julian calendar, the new year began with the spring equinox around April 1st.
Oh, that makes a little
Then,
bit of
yeah,
sense, I suppose.
then
Yeah,
it goes
that sounds a
into
little
that.
bit too serious.
It
To
does.
go with the April
I
Fools,
prefer
doesn't
my
it?
jug of water myself, Debbie.
Yeah, there's
And you're still
lots.
married, Keith?
Another one you can do really is, well, no, I better not say, syrup on door handles, that's another good one as well.
Oh,
Get yourself
yeah.
into sticky situations.
I bet you've had a few of them.
I know. What about, well, either of it, if any of you had like bad pranks on yourselves?
I've never had anybody prank me.
I can't think I
I'd
have
love
either.
it though. I'm such like, yeah, it's all going to happen now, isn't it? I'm going to
Yeah.
get all the messages. No, I actually never have.
Don't say it, Deb, don't say it.
I love a good prank. I'd love to be pranked. Because
I
I find things really funny, like even things that are annoying I find funny.
You laugh,
So
yeah.
I might like be annoyed first off, but then I think, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. I just hope that my wife doesn't give me divorce papers on April Fool's Day. I would not quite know whether that was whether that was funny or serious.
Yeah, would that be
Only
true?
kidding.
When I was looking this morning, there was like a section that said best pranks in history. There was one in Denmark in 1965. A Copenhagen newspaper reported that the Parliament had passed a law that all dogs be painted white to improve road safety. Because they could then be seen
They could be
clearly
seen.
at night. I'd probably fall for that
See,
one.
I would fall for that, I think.
Yeah. Or I would be wrong with that. Poor dog. They're poor dogs, isn't it?
I'd be just like, well, just have a white dog.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go at the one in Great Britain in 1980. Those serial pranksters at the BBC announced that Big Ben, London's historic clock tower, would undergo a facelift and become digital to keep up with the times, enraging callers that flooded the station with complaints. Now, I was born back then, but I remember hearing that story, you know, as
it's
of
funny.
late.
But that does answer my question. So April Fool's is worldwide then,
Yeah.
isn't it? I wasn't sure if it was a British thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously worldwide.
Brilliant. Right, Joe. I cannot believe where this 3 hours have gone. I've had an absolute blast. We have got a winner already.
Really?
And it's number 2, Debbie.
No
Number
way!
2, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm so shocked.
big round of applause.
Beautiful card, but I'm really shocked because I thought the funnies would
I thought
do
the
it,
funny one as well.
Yeah, but so thank you very much to our lovely audience. Yeah, it's very nice.
So that's going to be Debbie is going to be up against Michelle, who's then going to be up against Michelle. Talking about, we're going to be up against Keith as well, because Keith's going to be in throughout the remainder of the day as well.
The wiener might do it later.
I think so, maybe.
That was a wrong choice of phrase then, so apologies.
Good dog.
You're looking at my wiener.
Good. Coming up
Oh, I
next
think
after
it's
the
time.
next
I
show,
think it's
know,
time
isn't
to
it?
wrap up.
Michelle and Ben, they're going to be back with the Nitwit. This is the launch, the homebody as well. 2 o'clock here in the UK, 9 a.m. Eastern time or 6 a.m. Pacific time. And then they're going to be back again, also with Keith, Creative Cravens. That's then, of course, going to be 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I've had an absolute blast, certainly being with yourself, Debbie, as well.
I've loved it, Craig.
I've
Loved
had a
every
blast
minute.
as well. Keith as well. Thank you so much, and thank
you,
you for being
Craig. Thank
patient
you
with
very
me
much,
as well
everybody.
as the presenter. Get your comments in when it comes to the remaining shows as well for Keith as well. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.